Oh,
I'm wrong.
wait, what?
You
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the fall is in the air. The pollen and cedar and everything else is high. How do you think I know that? That is because I am fully congested currently. But we welcome you.
We're in football season.
We are indeed in football season. We are getting closer and closer to the halfway point. For some, for very few districts.
This is the middle.
Yeah.
We've had 5 games prior. We've got 5 weeks after this week before playoffs.
Exactly.
This is week 6, the middle of that 11-week football season.
No, it's beautiful.
In Texas.
It is indeed beautiful. We are about – some districts have become district play, but in our case, for the San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs, they have not. So we are still a couple weeks out. That includes this one on the road in Burnet, Texas.
Burnet, Texas.
Yeah, go in the hill country, my stomping grounds, closer to it.
Yeah, closer to you,
closer to my stomping grounds. But welcome, everybody, to Concho Sports Network for the Pixelcast Media pregame show. My name is Chad Miller. I will be your color commentator tonight. I'm joined by my partner, as always, Zachary Carlock, as your play-by-play.
Yeah.
And, we got about 17 and a half minutes for a kickoff. So, you know what? Let's just dive right into it. Partner, just 5 games in.
5 games in.
It's the Chiefs have sniffed victory. However, they've recently stumbled since then, dropping their last 2.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting season because those first 2 games, you had Snyder and where did we start the season? Why can I not remember this? Fort Stockton. It played really close games, 1-score games, 3 and 6 points. Really, really close games, played really close football. Came back for some big deficits, both games, or actually from the Fort Stockton game. Gave up a big lead in the Snyder game, but fought your way back into the game. And then in Lamesa, you took the score. You scored early, and you kept scoring often, and you kept Lamesa in play. So the first 3 games, really close, really good games, hard-fought games on both sides of the ball for the Chiefs. And then came Lubbock.
Yeah.
And you played a great first half in Lubbock.
Yeah.
But something happened in the second half, and you just started losing your mojo or something. I'm not sure. Lubbock walks out with Lubbock goes home or stays home
31-13.
31-13. And then you go to Levelland, and Levelland was a tale of 2 games because at first you go down big, you claw your way back into the game right before the half, and then after the half keep it going a little bit, and then all of a sudden the wheels just came off and Levelland took over.
Yeah. And it could be argued, of course, if you joined us, you heard our initial opinions and thoughts on this. And, of course, we did not have the chief insider this week. So we didn't really get a chance to get the coach's insight on it. But in our view, our humble opinions outside looking in a way, we kind of saw it as a kind of a bit of an attitude back and forth. And kind of you saw that the Chiefs kind of started to teeter-totter that discipline line of how they played. Of course, we saw a lot of flags. We saw a lot of bickering, a couple of disqualifications, a lot of unsportsmanlike, and of course, a lot of this, some would argue, may have been triggered by the Lobos, and then kind of followed
it absolutely
suit.
Was, yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you on that note, the way I understand it is, number 18 Daniel Munoz is actually disqualified from the first half of this game for receiving a second unsportsmanlike conduct penalty in that game against Levelland.
Which that's actually come to be the new norm. Of course, we see that
it's a UIL rule now.
UIL rule. Of course, we see it in college football, especially specifically with targeting.
Yep.
And then, of course, with the NFL, that's a little more hit or miss depending on the severity.
That comes down to discipline from the commissioner.
That's a lot more money involved there.
And my understanding of it is Daniel Munoz. I could be wrong. It could be Roman Garcia, but I'm pretty sure it's Daniel Munoz if I remember right. Did receive a second unsportsmanlike in that game, and I asked about that, and I was flat told that there was a lot of different reasons that were given for what happened and why it happened, but in the end, it came down to extracurricular activity after the play was pushing another player.
Yeah, we saw it from our point of view, of course. For those of you who didn't know, we've started to innovate here at Concho Sports Network, innovate a just the word just completely blanks for me. Not distant broadcast, but it's a remote broadcast.
Remote broadcast.
Thank you. Where of course we do have production on site here with us. We also have some at the stadiums, but of course getting broadcast here to us in San Angelo. So from our point of view, we couldn't see the full series of events.
Yeah, because it happened right after a level land touchdown.
Right.
No, I'm sorry. It happened after a Chief touchdown.
Okay.
And we were lining up for an extra point that ended up we tried to turn into a 2-point conversion.
Right.
And then when we went to the 2-point conversion, I can't remember if we made it or missed it, but all of a sudden the camera had shifted off to go get ready for the kickoff.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden it flew back, and we just saw both teams gathered up.
Yeah.
And that's where there were 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, 1 on each team, and that's the one. And actually, both young men that got the unsportsmanlike, both of them were disqualified from their respective teams.
Right.
But that's a big loss. I'm going to tell you, that's a big loss on defense for the first half.
Yeah.
For the Chiefs.
Danny Munoz, or DJ Munoz, is the starting corner, one of the corners that usually starts for the Chiefs. Of course, if we follow their 2 deep of pass, we'll either see Sammy Ramirez, of course, the starting running back for the Chiefs, or we can see Roman Garcia jump in that spot for the first half of this contest. Of course, as you notice, ladies and gentlemen, if you check your watches, we were starting a little bit later than usual. However, this is due to the fact that I believe, if we got word correct, this is Burnet's homecoming game.
Yep.
So there's some festivities prior to kickoff, or this could be the normal time Burnet kicks off, and I just don't know about it. It's been a while since I've been. It's been a while since I've been.
Some
back
teams kick off 7:30. I mean, when we were in Snyder for the years I was on the air in Snyder, we kicked off at 7:30 up there.
There you go. So
and then that last year we started kicking off at 7.
There you go. See, like it, just whatever it may be. Regardless, we were going to start a little bit later, as there's about 12 minutes as you see on your screen there with the scoreboard in the background of the run through. But
so we got some weather for tonight.
Yes,
nothing
we do.
Terrible, but I will tell you the temperatures, I love them.
Yeah.
85, come on. I'll play football at 85 degrees any day. Well, maybe I won't, but that's because I don't play football at my age.
That's fair, yeah. Wind 8 to 15 miles an hour, of course, dropping that real field temperature down to 83.
Yeah.
So that breeze really going to help out. Yeah. And, of course, on a turf field, too.
What do you make of this 8 to 15 mile an hour winds? Because we've seen wind play a key in these games with the Chiefs this year.
It has.
Especially when we were up in Lubbock.
That is correct. Yeah, that's true. We also saw a little bit here whenever the Chiefs were playing La Mesa.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of saw it as, I guess, just like everything else, it depends on direction, right?
Sure.
If it depends on direction and relative to the stadium, of course, obviously, if it's on your back, you're not really going to affect it much, aside from the fact that you can kick the ball further. Of course, if it's in your face, vice versa.
Yeah, I'm looking at that tree on our screen. I can't really tell where it's going. The tree's not moving a whole lot.
Yeah.
But no, you're absolutely right. I mean, if you're going against the wind, your field goal. We saw field goal kickers again the Lubbock game. Both of them come up way short because the wind was blowing so hard.
But of course, that's Lubbock. I mean, everybody.
You got to expect it in Lubbock.
Lubbock is infamous for being despite city being a flatland. We actually see there with the American flag, it is blowing off to the left, maybe kind of left.
There
left
it is.
Front.
Yeah.
Obviously in relative direction, we're not exactly sure where that is.
A little catty-cornered.
Yeah, a little catty-corner. But regardless, we now know, we see the visual. So if we take that in consideration, if that is full left, obviously aim a little bit more right.
Now,
if it is more front left, maybe you can still get away with some just going straight ahead.
Tell you something I noticed here. The Chiefs are walking to get in their tunnel. 4 players not in pads.
Yeah, it's the Chiefs have been riddled by the injury bug throughout this season. Of course, we've discussed multiple times about
Austin Perez is not. We know, and he was one of the ones I saw there. Looked like maybe Munoz was not in pads. I think I saw number 18. And that simply could be because he can't play the first half.
Yeah. He probably
we might see him in pads in the second half.
Yeah, exactly. And they probably just have everything set aside. We'll try to get those other numbers in particular. We did get clarification, 7 miles an hour going southwest.
Interesting. Across catty corner of the field.
Yeah, catty corner of the field, which honestly could be in favor. Obviously, depending on, we'll kind of discuss more about it relative to which way things go.
At 7 miles an hour, though, I'm not worried a whole lot.
Yeah.
I'm not worried a whole lot.
No.
That's about what you're probably going to get here in San Angelo. What I'm more concerned with is I'm looking at this wall, Burnet. Sorry, walls on our screen.
Yeah,
over
walls
here.
on the screen over here.
I'm looking at this Burnet team, 3-2.
Well, you know what, partner? Actually, let me stop you right there.
Sure.
We're actually when we come back, we will discuss the Bulldogs of Burnet and kind of get more into.
Wait.
Yeah, I know you can, but we got to give a chance for our sponsors to have their turn. So you are watching the Pixelcast Media pregame show for Lakeview Chiefs football here on Concho Sports Network. We'll be right back after this.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Dear San Angelo, we share the belief that expectations are meant to be exceeded.
You think a pat on the back and trust should be earned.
You admire those who always do their best and bring out the best in others.
You believe we should always help our neighbor.
You have a history of embracing excellence and professionalism.
You feel the way we treat each other reflects our community's character.
We are proud to say, San Angelo, you are our hometown.
Pain is never planned and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
Welcome back to the Pixelcast Media pregame show here for the Lakeview Chiefs football. Partner, I put a pin in you right before we took a break.
You did.
But
I
will take that pin out and let you run.
So I'm looking at this Burnet team here, and I don't know. I feel like the stats that are listed online aren't very up to date.
Most likely, maybe only a couple games if you're not.
Because, I mean, you're showing 38 yards a game for your top receiver and 17 yards a game for your top rusher.
Yeah, probably like one game on there.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, 17.3, 38.4. I mean, there's probably more than one game in there, but there's just not a lot of. There's not a lot of good stats. Like, I mean, you're showing on rushing that you've rushed for 606 yards the entire season, which that could be accurate. I mean, that's about 120 yards a game.
Could be.
You're showing 869 yards of passing all season.
Which could also be a thing.
Which could be good. That's about a little less than 200 yards a game. So what that tells me is they're not a very offensive team.
Yeah. I mean, and we see that with their season. If let's just kind of give you a quick rundown. The Bulldogs entered tonight 3-2. The Chiefs are their last non-district game before they jump into district play. But to kind of run through their season, they started the season 0-2, dropping a heartbreaker 23-20 to Lago Vista at home, and then they travel to Eastview over in Georgetown, get kind of beat around a little bit, 51-0.
They got beat down. There's 51-0 is a beat down any way you look at it.
And then they had a couple more road matches, taking on Little River Academy, which they beat by 14, 49-35. And then they traveled to Fredericksburg, where they won, but I mean by 7 points, 22-15. And then just last week they played Gatesville here at home at Bulldog Field and won 23-17. So like you talk about the numbers there. These, especially the last like two games, definitely reflect kind of the lack of offense, maybe, or like a stronger defense that's been kind of carrying them throughout.
You had one offensive output of game, and that was against Little River Academy. And if I'm going to guess, if I went and looked up the stats on Little River Academy, they're either an 0-5 or a 1-4 team. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but and that is just a guess, and I'm looking here now. They're 0-5.
There you go.
Okay, and you put 49 on them. Okay, so what that tells me is they're not a very defensive team.
Yeah.
So your one offensive output gain was really against someone who hasn't won a game all year.
Yeah.
Your other two games now, I don't know about Fredericksburg and Gatesville, but I mean Fredericksburg's 1-4.
Gatesville currently they sit 3-2.
So probably your best game was Gatesville. You put 23 points up.
Yeah.
Your season opener, I don't put a whole lot of into that Lago Vista game either way, lose or win, just because you don't really know who your team is at that point. You had 2 or 3 weeks of practice. You don't know yet. We know what the Chiefs can bring to the table. We know they can throw the ball.
Yeah.
We know Alviso can get in there and sling that ball down the field, and we know that we have receivers that can get big yards after the catch. And after the last couple of weeks, we know we have a running back in Samuel Ramirez that can just flat out run that ball.
Yeah, I mean, we saw what the Chiefs' offense was last week, where it was their scores came from just off the back of big runs by Ramirez. And so we just had to see kind of how this game will play out. I mean, just in general. I mean, like we can see that Chiefs team that came out, guns blazing, touchdown, onside kick, touchdown, 21-0.
Yeah.
Where we saw against Lamisa.
Yeah, and here's what I'm noticing too here, right? Not a big deal, but I'm noticing the sideline for Burnet, that's probably about 35 players, I'm guessing.
I mean, probably roughly the same
not
number.
Not much less or more than what we have on the Chiefs sideline, probably about 40 players.
We're looking at the roster side by side that were provided to us by both teams.
Pretty even.
Yeah, relatively even.
I just think that our offense compared to their offense is a little more high-powered. That, of course, that's one man's opinion.
Yeah.
We are down on the offensive line. Defensive line, with Trey Henry being out with injury.
We also see number 55 over you see in street clothes, Adrian James. So some key players. Of course, we talked to Perez week 1 in the Chief Insider Show. Of course, we know that he went down week 1 due to injury.
Sure did.
And then Trey Henry actually went down last week. So the fact that he is still in street clothes this week tells us that too could also be a long-term injury. May not be what you want to see.
And I do worry about that, getting ready to come into district play. The good news there is, though, that you're still got Brownfield next week. You got an off week after that in your bye before you go into your district play. And so that you got a little time to heal. But this could be a good game for the Chiefs to bounce back and get back on the winning side of the game.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that's my point is their wins were not against anyone that Lakeview would be afraid of, probably. And so, it's a good chance to get back on the winning side of things for Lakeview tonight. But I think you got to come out. You got to come out and punch them in the throat and just come out with a touchdown, a good defensive stop, a good touchdown, a couple touchdowns, and just get the offense started and give your team a little bit of confidence that I feel like in the Levelland game they might have lacked a little bit of confidence at times.
And we saw also a little bit of us, as you see the national anthem being played out on the field. We do get the result of the coin toss. The Bulldogs will receive.
What means we won the toss and deferred.
Yeah, most likely the case. And then defending the west side. So good likely chance that means they'll win on our backs to start for the Chiefs to start this contest. We see. Last week we discussed it during last week's contest. Now simply the fact of just the defense looking sluggish.
They did look sluggish.
It looked like whatever you want to chalk it up to, they look sluggish. That's the reality. That's what we saw on the field.
Yeah.
And I would have to assume, of course, after talking to not only just head coach Hector Guevara during Chief Insider, but also offensive coordinator Tony Cortez and defensive coordinator Derek Allenbar, that like these players that they got on these players this week. Like, hey, look. That was on us.
We got to come out tough.
You got to come out tough. You got to come out quick. You got to be able to make the decision to commit. You can't hesitate. You got to be able to understand, like, hey, this is how we're going to go. Mm-hmm. This has to be our game. Because, obviously, yes, you're guaranteed a playoff spot just due to the 4-team district.
And that's fine.
But it's still – you still have to be able to – you still have to win these games. You don't want to be a district champ at 3, 4, and 7.
Well, you want to win these games because you want to go in with some momentum going into. You come in, win tonight, go win next week. You got 2 weeks off. You got a week off. coming off of 2 wins, come into the district play with momentum.
Where they're playing 2 of the 3 district games at home instead of the stadium. So.
And that momentum there's a lot to be said when the team's got momentum. So, and hey, you know what? I think that wraps up our pregame show because they're about to kick off.
We appreciate everybody for listening to the Pixelcast Media pregame show. But now, partner, it is now time for the call. And
Schur's Landscape Kickoff as the Chiefs will be kicking off right to left on your screen here. I'm assuming that Isaiah Rios is kicking as he has all season. Got the wind at his back here.
That is indeed him.
And you know, one of the things he's done really well with the wind at his back, and we'll see if he does it here, I'm not sure. They're walking like that onside kick thing they do. But with the wind at his back, he's been able to pooch it right through the end zone every time. And he put the boot to that one, didn't he? That's what he did, right through the back of the end zone there for a touchback.
And we now see the start of this Bulldogs offense. Of course, as we mentioned during the pregame show, has had its highs and lows throughout this contest simply because of the fact that they started the season with their 1 win. They're, of course, getting their highest, or excuse me, their first win of the season, their highest point total of 49 points this season. But, of course, their last 2 weeks, not eclipsing 25.
Yep. That's the only game they've eclipsed 25 the whole season.
That is fair. That is true. So,
and I mean, it was against, and like I said, it was against an 0-5 team. So, not a lot to be said of that. As the offense for the Bulldogs comes out, and here in just a second, we'll get our defensive starters here in a little bit. But right now, set up in a one set back, 2+2, and they incomplete pass.
Yeah, incomplete pass. Burnet trying to go early to that little halfback flare there.
I thought, though, in Texas football, when you pass backwards like that, that could be called a fumble.
It is. So it is, but the
he
issue
passed
is
backwards.
Right. So, but that, of course, just like everything else in football, it's discretion to the referee. We saw the man on the line there immediately running out there.
He did.
Signaling incomplete. There was no hesitation. It was immediate.
Maybe it was lateral. 2nd and 10 as they get set here. And it's not really a 3+2. It's 2+2. It's more of a 2-1 with a tight end set as they hand it off up the middle. And he's going to get across the 30, 35. He's moving, isn't he? And he's going to get taken down by number 51 there, Connor Williams, with the tackle there, but not before he hits the 42-yard line of the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw great patience shown by the running back there, being able to get to the edge of the line and get to the corner and just break up field, and the rest of it he did himself.
The good thing that I did like about the run on that Chiefs, it wasn't missed tackles.
No.
It was good running there. And same thing as they come out with that little swing pass out for the running back. He goes to his left. He's going to get across to about the 30-yard line for a first down.
You know, something I did notice when it comes to this Chiefs team is at least it happens kind of like a half on, half off, where they don't try to initiate the contact. They let the contact initiate them. And that's what we saw in that play there. Yeah, you have to be careful with that because obviously, you know, if you're not prepared to, get down the stance, make that hit, you're just going to get knocked over and they're going to keep the play going.
That's true. As 1st and 10 here, where they're getting set in that they stacked 3 on the left side, put a man in motion, number 18 in motion there. Quarterback steps back into the pocket and goes upfield short to the intended receiver, number 18, Colt Stanford, and 2nd and 10.
Yeah, we saw Stanford make that motion from left to right from the trips, coming out to the far right side, leaving C.J. Coombs to be able to follow him across the way, and then eventually kind of go back into the base defense we see with the Chiefs in their 3-4 sets. From there, it's just simply just a short pass. I mean,
you think Murray got rushed into that pass, seeing Luna come on the outside there?
I wouldn't be surprised a little bit.
Little 2+2 there as they set up the middle to the running back, number 22, Coronado, and he's going to get about 6 yards or so. Going to make it 3rd down. Big 3rd down play here coming up as it's going to be 3rd, and I'm waiting to see what they mark it for. And Alvizo's coming off the field on the defensive side. Got a replacement going in for him right now.
That's Christian Esparza, 15.
Okay, so Esparza in for him, and they get set in that 2-1 tight end set. And they're going to hand off to they go a pass out, swing pass out, and going to be a first down at about the 8-yard line.
Yeah, a little bit of a play action fully there. Which
I did. He fooled me. I thought he handed it off.
It's very interesting to see play actually called on 3rd down because most 3rd downs typically, statistically, of course, the analytics say it's most likely going to be a pass as they do enter the Angelo MRI red zone. But a great job, just a good little pitch and catch to the out route there to get the first down.
First and goal from the 8 for the Burnet. I'll say it right. Burnet Bulldogs.
Burnet Bulldogs.
As Murray gets set in the backfield with Coronado. He steps back for the pass. He's going to go to his left and hits a wide open receiver at about the 4-yard line, and that's going to be a second down and goal from the 4 after a 4-yard reception there.
I do like the concept there. Of course, I know it's hard to tell between the linemen and the way that the camera's angled. We apologize for that, but there's not much we can do about it. But Matthew Williams coming in on that curl route, that slant curl, using the out route as a bit of a cover, kind of as a not exactly a pick, but more of a distraction to take away
Chiefs
from
kind
that.
of let him have it, but stopped him immediately as they get set up again. 2 to the right, 1 to the left, tight end set. They put number 11, we'll see who that is in just a second, as they go across an overthrow, going to go out of bounds, out the back of the end zone. 3rd and goal from the 4. The man in motion there was Marcus Pimentel, and the intended receiver was Colt Stanford again, and just kind of overthrew him in the back of the end zone.
I think he just threw behind him. That's all there is to it. The play action was a pretty good play action by the quarterback. The Chiefs defense had to hesitate for a moment. That gave him just enough of a window to throw it. Sadly, just threw it behind his receiver.
He did, sure did. So, 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Stanford and Pimentel on his right side with Williams on the left, and he gets set and a handoff up the middle again, and that's going to go in for a touchdown. Whoa. Maybe not. Maybe not. Hold on.
Maybe not. I don't see it up there. They marked him short.
They did mark him short, 4th and 1, and here it is on the Alpha Paving instant replay. Sure looked like from our angle he was going to get in, and then the Chiefs defense pushed him back. And number 6 there for the Chiefs. Diego Paez getting in there and pulling him back. But 4th and 1, and it looks like they're going to go for this.
Oh, this looks too much like a tush push.
But it does look just like a tush push. And I mean, if I'm stacking the box. I mean, and the quarterback's going to take it himself into the end zone. That was not the quarterback. That was Marcus Pimentel, a receiver that took the snap. Looked a little wildcat there.
Yeah, a little wildcat.
We see that here on the Alpha Paving instant replay.
Yeah, just a little bit of a sweep there, and just a nice hole open up from the cut-up field, and from just a waltz in for an easy 6.
Yeah, it's real easy for me from this vantage point to say stack the box, but we're going to get set for our first Dick's Key Shop Extra Point, new sponsor for this game. So glad they're on board with us as the point is up and looks good for us, and that's going to make it 7-0 after the first drive by the Burnet Bulldogs. Coming up after this Schurz Landscaping kickoff will be the first offensive drive for your Chiefs.
Yeah, and we just kind of saw a little bit happen there. Not only just a couple good plays from Burnet, but also just simply a few negatives, kind of just a give and take kind of deal with the Chiefs defense on that drive. Of course, we saw just like excellent running back vision all throughout, and then a couple times where the pass really kind of burned them. The play action really taking effect against the Chiefs here, and something that they got to look forward to throughout the rest of this contest.
Yes. Chiefs have had a little bit of trouble with the running game this year, and you kind of wonder if maybe Burnet saw that on film and that's what they're trying to key on. I'm not sure, but definitely a bit of a problem there in that series.
You also did highlight the 600 yards rushing area compared to the 800 passing. So maybe the team just likes to run anyway.
Yeah,
and it just kind of worked to their favor.
Maybe, could be. We're going to get set here as we go, and we'll see Francisco Ramirez there in the it looks like it's going to be about the 10-yard line, looks like.
I mean, we did see the extra point. The kid might have a nice little boot.
Might have a little bit of a boot, yeah. And if you're not going to get it anywhere inside of the 10, you just let it go through the end zone. Looks like the wind may be playing a little bit looks like the ball fell maybe, or they didn't get the ball out there. Or
maybe they're waiting for the ball. I don't see a ball out there. Do you see a ball out
there? I don't either, and it looks like the ref may have been bringing it out. Something happened. I'm not sure. For the longest time when I played ball, we didn't have different balls for kicking. We didn't kick a different ball than what we played with. We kicked and played with the same ball.
Well, the time has changed.
Times have changed. So as we get set here for the Schurz Landscape kickoff here for the Chiefs on the receiving end here, and just waiting for this kicker to just go kick the ball. Looks like it's 24, Peyton Shirley with the kickoff here, and it's going to go pretty good actually. That's going to be caught at about the 5, and he's going to get across the 20, and 20 looks like probably about the 22-yard line. That's number 21, Kentrell Johnson with the run back.
Yeah, not a bad little run back, but this is something, again, they're just waiting for the content to be initiated on them, not initiate themselves. And, it could just be Johnson, saw a hole, and it just got, swallowed up right when he was getting there. So you got to maybe make an adjustment. Obviously, hindsight's 20/20, but we will see what the Chiefs can do.
First offensive play of the game looks like a 2+2 set for the Chiefs as they get ready, and the ref's going to put the ball in play. And so we'll have the first offensive snap here as Alviso steps back, hands it to Samuel Ramirez, and he is immediately hit in the backfield. Going to be a loss of about 6 yards. Just never had a shot.
No, and that looked to be a little bit of a blitz, as the Bulldogs do play a 3-4 similar to the Chiefs. But I did think that we will see more blitz-heavy packages from them as you look here. And simply the fact, there was a guy who just came in untouched.
And they call it a loss of 3 with forward progress, 2nd and 13 here as the Chiefs get set. And they're going to another 2+2 as Alviso steps back, and he's going to get flushed out of the pocket and be sacked at the 15. And it's going to be a loss of another 4 yards. That's going to make it 3rd and 17.
52, I believe. That is the player who made the play last time, Colt Johnson. Just able to clean up the mess there. There's some pressure on Alviso. Alviso trying to scramble out, utilize his legs, of course, that we know he could use.
We know he can.
And he just got swallowed up at the end there.
They're going to give him a 3-yard sack on that 3rd and 16 from the 16-yard line. Alviso's going to have to do something, get this ball in motion, get some forward yardage out of this. And the ball short and passed off to, that is Calvin Whitfield, and he's only going to get the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard?
If even that.
A yard.
Yeah.
4th and 15.
They will give him a yard, and that's just not the best of looks for the Chiefs offense. You can't really do that where you just have a big TFL, miss assignment on your block, your quarterback getting sacked, and then a bad snap results in a fast reaction pass.
It's certainly not the way you want to start this game, as you got Francisco Ramirez back at the 5-yard line for the punt here. We know he's got a leg, though, so he's got the wind at his back. Maybe that'll help him as he gets the punt off. And it looks like it might have been tipped. It's going to be fielded by number 20 at the 25. But I think we're going to have a roughing the passer here.
In this case, we roughing the kicker. Maybe runs the kicker, roughing the kicker. Nonetheless, I believe it was tipped, indeed.
But there is a difference. If it's touching the kicker, it's a 5-yard penalty re-kick. If it's roughing, it's a first down.
Yes. They did make the signal. It is going to be against the Bulldogs here.
So it just depends on if it's roughing or touching.
Yeah, running into is what.
Or running into.
Yeah, running into is the proper term there.
So depending on what they say, they're going to apply the. So it looks like it's going to depend on how many yards they mark.
Yeah, it looks like it's only just running. Yeah,
it's going to be running into. So it's going to be 4th and 10.
Yep.
Which. Hey, maybe you bait him again and get another one.
You know what? Maybe we'll have to see.
Stand a little bit closer.
Yeah, stand a little bit closer, or simply just like
fall
something. It's definitely a little bit tough. The Bulldogs are not scared to bring the heat here, so we'll see what happens.
They get set to re-kick this as the kick is up, and a lot better kick. I don't see a flag as the running back or the runner.
Slipped and fell.
Slipped and fell at the 45 of the Chiefs, and. I couldn't tell where he got the ball, but looked like probably somewhere around the 30, 35-yard line, and returned it, maybe the 40, returned 35. It across the.
Is what we've been signaled to.
Okay, and returned it. So returned it about 25 yards and then just fell.
Yeah, I mean, could have just simply tried to make a move and, fell in the process.
He did.
It is turf. The turf.
Well, we've seen our guys do that too. So
the turf monster do be calling sometimes.
Yeah, he does. 1st and 10 from the 45 of the Chiefs as Burnet Bulldogs will take over from there. If I don't say it right, I get corrected.
I mean, it's Central Texas. It's where I'm from. So yeah, I'm very well aware. Of course, you had to correct me on something we'll talk about in a little bit.
It looks like the Chiefs are going to stack a little bit as they go down the field for Burnet, and nearly picked off by Kentrell Johnson. Great play. nearly picked off the intended pass intended for number 5, Matthew Williams, and great coverage.
Yeah.
It was actually a pretty good throw, just a little short. Second and 10.
A little short. We also saw Francisco Ramirez coming in from his safety position, trying to make a play on that ball. Regardless, fell incomplete, so positive start to the drive for the Chiefs.
Yeah. Second and 10 as they get lined up in this. It's really a 2-1 tight end set with a single man in the backfield. And put number 18 in motion again. Handoff. Oh, swing out to number 18 on the pass. And Alviso makes initial contact, but okay.
Not able to do much. Little poor tackling fundamentals there is what, of course,
I won't even say. I'm going to say it. It wasn't even poor tackling. He didn't even go to tackle him. He tried to touch him and didn't try to tackle him.
Yeah, it's definitely come back to the fundamentals. As a head coach, Hector Guevara definitely try to preach to the kids here.
As it goes into the Angelo MRI red zone here, 1st and 10 from the 17 for the Bulldogs, and Alviso's he's got to get in there and not be afraid to hit that running back on that play here. So they get set and going to put 18 again in motion. Stanford as handoff to number 22. The running back, as he's going to be driven out of bounds after about a gain of, I can't tell, maybe 4 yards.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking too well for the Chiefs early on here. Just have to find a way to get penetration as they were able to do early on this season, just not as of late.
9 yards. With Coronado on that run. Second and 1, another handoff to Coronado, who's going to get the first down and get inside the 5-yard line for the Bulldogs. As we're going to see the instant replay here on the play.
You just see the Chiefs being just disorganized in some of these plays. You see, of course, some of the signal callers on the field trying to get across those plays, across the rest of the team, like, hey, we're doing this.
Yeah.
And it's just not working out in the team's favor.
1st and goal from the 3 as a new player, number 7, is coming in. Hand off to Coronado, and he's going to run right alone, untouched, into the end zone. 13-0 pending the Dick's Key Shop extra point.
Yeah, it's just a sweep, and there's nobody able to get off a block to be able to make a stop on that play there.
And we're going to see this again in the Alpha Paving instant replay here. You're going to see number 7, that is Riley Howell. He comes up here, and he's going to throw a little bit of a block there to 16, and that's going to allow him really to get around. Number 16 that's Nick Leyva for the Chiefs, and that's really what he did. He threw that on Leyva, and Leyva couldn't get out there. And the extra point is up and good, the Dick's Key Shop extra point, and that's going to be 14-0 favor of the Bulldogs.
Indeed, it is.
Little score update. Wall leading the Idalou Wildcats 21-7.
Yeah.
In the second quarter.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to talk to you about. Where we discussed earlier this season about correcting how schools' names are said. Of course, I had to be correct on Idalou. I, for some reason, thought it wasn't Idalou. So,
did you think it was Idalou? That's what I thought when I first moved out here. I was like, Idalou, what?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Idalou, maybe, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I was saying it, maybe I'm saying it right, I don't know. But I had to be corrected on by you, of course.
It is Idalou, up there in the Lubbock region of things. And, not a traditional powerhouse, but usually play, go a couple rounds in the playoffs.
You know what you may not have to be corrected on, partner? That is a auto loan from the #1 local auto lender. Hey fans, check out why the First Community is the #1 local auto lender with great rates on new, used, and refinance autos and a variety of payment options that can help you make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart. Apply online at #1cfcu.org or give them a call at 325-653-1465. Rates and terms based on approved credit.
Yeah, I might need a new loan here soon, actually. I got to get a kid into a car here soon. So as we get set here for the Schurz Landscaping kickoff here, and number 21 back to receive, that is Kentrell Johnson. Great return on the first reception, the first kickoff that they got, and he's going to field this at about the 4-yard line. He's going to cross the 10. And he's going to bring it out to about the 18, it looks like, maybe the 17.
Got a little wallop there.
A little bit.
Some Bulldogs coming up very pumped up from that hit.
Yeah, Chiefs changing things up a little bit. Not sure if Johnson was injured and coming back or just trying to change things up. New player on the field. Hadn't seen him all season, really. So the Chiefs will get ready to take over. 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. The last series went for a -5 yards on a 3 and out. And so the Bulldogs are stacking the box here. And so they're going to hand off to Ramirez, who's going to bounce outside. He gets across the 20 and going to be taken down about the 20 after a gain of 2. So positive yardage is a good thing. Second and roughly going to be about 8 from they're going to say the 21, so second and about 7.
Yeah, you know what? Just a nice little handoff, and nice to go outside, especially when they're loading the box, to expecting something inside.
Yeah, and they did. They loaded the box there, and that one that looked like 5 at least in the box there as they get set for here for second down, and Alviso pulls it back, and he's going to get sacked at a loss of about 6 yards. Going to make it 3rd and about 13.
You know, we discussed the absence of the senior number 70, Trey Henry. He did get hurt last matchup against Leveland, and you know he was playing on that right side, and we see that he is currently missed, mightily missed there.
So 3rd and 13 coming up from the 15-yard line for the Chiefs as they get set with a 2+2. Now they're going to set with a 3+1. And Alviso is going to go deep down the field. Braylon White, the intended receiver, and he catches it and makes it to about the 47-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Excellent little pitch and catch there with the pressure coming onto Alviso there, and just honestly just toss it up to your best receiver at the moment.
Tell him to go get it, and Braylon did it.
Yeah, no, he did. As you see, he does beat his man off the corner there, and then the safety trying to play catch up. He's supposed to be the one that's supposed to make sure he doesn't get that, having to play catch up as well.
And the key thing here, though, is now you open your playbook up, because now the Bulldogs have to be careful, right? So you open your playbook up a little bit as Alviso is going to roll to his right, but he's going to be taken down at a loss of 3 for another sack, 3rd sack in 2 series. Alviso is going to get tired of getting hit here in a minute.
He will, but, I mean, that was more of a TFL. That was a designed quarterback sweep to the right side, and just great job at number 52.
But he didn't get out of the tackle
Colt
box,
Johnson.
so it's going to go in the book as a sack.
Colt Johnson was the man coming in from the weak side there, able to make that hit, who's been playing disruptor here for the Bulldog defense.
He sure has. 2nd and 13 from the 50-yard line for the Chiefs as Alviso steps back, puts the ball in the air, and the ball is caught. That is Francisco Ramirez on the reception. It's going to be at the 12-yard line as the Chiefs will enter the Angelo MRI red zone here, it looks like, after a 38-yard reception.
Hey, you know what? You had the ball worked well one way. Now you have it worked the other way. This is the first time in a few weeks where we've seen Ramirez be able to get one of those himself.
Yeah.
It's mainly been Braylon White who caught one earlier this drive. But nonetheless, great job recognizing one-on-one coverage and trusting your receiver to go get it.
And now we're going to see Samuel Ramirez in the backfield still with a 3+1 set. It's worked. Francisco going into motion, and the ball's going to go out to the swing to Ramirez, and the Bulldogs are just going to collapse on him right away. Snuffed that play out real quick, and it's going to be 2nd and about 14, I'm guessing.
You know, early on in this game, we're seeing the Bulldogs test the Chiefs and force them to beat them deep. Obviously, they've done it twice.
Yeah.
But anything that's been short, whether it's a run, a pass, we saw a little bit of a swing pass
Collapsed
there going,
right
and just
away.
collapsed right away. So it's going to force the Chiefs to have to be more creative with their playbook.
So get set up here, change it up a little bit, 2+2, spread your receivers a little bit further as we get set. Alviso gets the snap, and the ball is snapped into the ground as Alviso rolls to his left, having to roll against his body. He's going to get positive yardage, and the ball's going to be fumbled out of bounds there, but it'll be 3rd and about 12. I'm thinking he got about 2 or 3 yards there. We'll see where they mark it.
We once again see a botched snap there coming from number 62, Rogelio Ruiz. And, you know, it's come back to bite the Chiefs already this year. You have to be more careful, be mindful of it.
Yeah, the fact that Alviso got a couple yards in that, probably a little bit of a miracle, really. He was having to outrun some pretty fast Bulldogs there. 3rd and 12 from the 14, and Alviso steps back, passes towards the end zone, and,
incomplete.
Whitfield, the intended receiver there, and just in and out of his hands. But it looked like it was going to be an interception at first as we see Is that number? I don't know who that was. Number 2 for the Cason O'Hare, maybe for the. Yeah, it was. Man, that was number 5. Matthew Williams there for the.
Well, we had a flag on the field.
Oh, another.
It looks like it gave the Chiefs an automatic first down. So
I wonder if there was maybe a holding that we missed.
Holding, maybe a pass interference. Nonetheless, it is 1st and goal now at the 7-yard line.
I'm okay with that. A half distance to the goal, first down, 1st and goal from the 7. I don't have a problem with that. I wish I kind of knew what it was. But another Olivas restoration penalty. But I don't even know how to call this play. I mean, you know what? I know how to call this play. You ready?
Do it. Let's go.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Our Chiefs. I can't believe I did that. Chiefs got used to the Bulldogs. But, roughing the passer was the penalty, we're told.
Yeah, indeed it is, but let's focus on this play
right now. But
you know what?
The passer got into the end zone here.
Avizo.
I thought I was calling a sack. Listen, I thought I was having to call a sack here. Okay? I thought it was going to be a sack, and then all of a sudden Alviso just gets.
Wait. They've already even scored. Did they not make that? I thought it looked like
How did they not make that? Second and goal from the 1?
Yeah, no, they did not make it.
Alviso's got to put this in there. And, he did not get in. He hit the knee first.
Completely slid down there.
Yeah, he slid down there. I saw that. How does Alviso not make that on first down?
Everybody's all sorts of lost here. You know, we thought we had a touchdown.
This is when we need to be in the stadium.
We got called for the Bulldogs.
That's what happened. I messed it up.
Yep.
I take that one, folks. 3rd and 1. Alviso honestly should have got in on that play. Really.
3rd and goal. Don't be afraid to jump over me. The ball across the line, it's over right there.
Well,
play's dead.
I've always been told you don't let your quarterback jump.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Too much risk of an injury on your quarterback, and you're already down one quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. It just.
But I think it looked more like he tripped there, as we get set 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Really, from about the half-yard line, it looks like.
Unless we are going to have a timeout called here.
Yeah, they're going to. Yeah, it's going to be a timeout on the Chiefs. So while they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout. Stay with us. You're watching San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines in special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood pharmacy, where some things have changed with the times, but the best things never will. Medical Arts Pharmacy.
When having a truck is essential, you should drive a Tundra from Mitchell Toyota. A Toyota Tundra is a formidable combination of power, space, and technology. Plus, it's a great-looking truck. Mitchell Toyota, where we put the deal back in dealership.
Welcome back to San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on the Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union partner.
Too much going on. That's all there is.
We have to collect ourselves here as the Bulldogs do take the field. The Chiefs are already on the field after the first timeout.
So much going on those first 2 plays. Will not make a mistake like that again, because I have all the faith in the world in the Chiefs right here as they get set in a big bunch set. 3 in the backfield with Francisco on the or is that Braylon? It looks like Braylon maybe on there on the outside. And looks like we might have an offsides call.
It looks like we had
a fumble.
Botched snap again. I think the Bulldogs fell on top of it.
But it looked like maybe
they did.
But it looked like someone jumped off sides. Look, it looks like an offsides here, a jump before the snap. And see that, unless they're going to say he went sideways.
He thought he was under center, and he wasn't.
That's going to be unfortunate there for the. Yeah, they're going to call it a fumble at the half-yard line and give the Bulldogs the ball. But that's also going to end the first quarter.
That will end the first quarter, and we just took the break, so we will keep it here and let you know some of the area scores as the teams will flip sides. We will.
This is about as far as you can flip the field here.
Yeah, that's
99 full yards.
Yeah, well, here's some full yards here, courtesy of our great production team. We do have some area scores for you. First and foremost, Andrews, of course, district opponent for the Chiefs, playing Estacado. There
Lubbock
we go.
Estacado.
Lubbock Estacado. Thank you. They are trailing 22-14 in the second quarter.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Lubbock Estacado's got a really good team. Couple Division I players at running back. two brothers, the Ross brothers, running back that's a Division I player, and a receiver.
Yeah, and then moving on to Pecos, another team in the district, trailing Monahans 28-0 in the second quarter. Here's a big one, folks, for some of your local San Angelo natives. Grape Creek leads TLCA in the first quarter by a score of 40-zip.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, somewhere. And then Fort Stockton is leading Big Spring 16-7 in the second quarter. Then Lubbock Christian leads Brownfield 24-0. Of course, Brownfield is who the Chiefs will play next week.
That's our next week opponent. As we get set here, deep in the end zone, the Bulldogs sit as the quarterback steps back, puts a throw out, and he's going to catch the ball and make it. Looks like 18 there, Stanford, as he's going to get out to about the 20-yard line, going to take the Bulldogs out of danger there in the end zone. He threw this ball on a dime, and he got it between two Chief defenders. And Chiefs were worried about looked like more about going for the ball rather than the player.
Yeah, and just a big cushion for the Bulldogs here.
Yeah, so they get set in their typical 2-1, and we're going to have a
false start.
Yeah. On the Bulldogs, going to make it first and 15 from their own 15. And that's another Olivas Restoration and Solar penalty. Second penalty by the Bulldogs.
Yes.
Or third.
Regardless,
you had that roughing the passer on the other end, yeah. So it's going to help the Chiefs a little bit, drive them back a little bit. First and 15 now from the 15-yard line. 11 and a half minutes to go here in the first half as the Bulldogs get set. And there's the snap, pulls the handoff, going to go down the field, and he's going to be
and the ball's out.
Play. That's going to be a recovery by the Chiefs at the 15-yard line. Definitely a fumble, no question about it, as we see. Who is this that strips the ball here?
That's going to be number 6, Diego Paez.
David Paez, yeah. And he gets in there and just completely strips the ball as he wraps him up. Good tackling, and I don't know who that was that dove in there. I don't know if that was maybe Luna or 51.
I believe it was 52 who had the
Ruben Salgado, maybe. Either way, got in there for a great recovery of the fumble.
I think they called him down.
Chiefs take over.
No, they called him down.
No way.
They called him down.
My gosh. 2nd and 16. Sorry, folks. Definitely looked like a fumble as the pass is going to go for a first down probably. It's going to be close if it's not a first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
Well, for what it's worth, we were told that recovery was 59, Raylan Roman, but it doesn't matter anymore because apparently he was rolled down.
That was definitely
not down at all.
That was not down at all. I'll say that. Even in replay, I could see the ball on the ground before the knee. No question about it. But 3rd and 1 here for the Bulldogs as they're going to hand off and run up the middle and likely to get the first down here without a question, making it 1st and 10 as he gains 2 yards on the run.
This is not
two
good
plays
for the
that should have been a score and a recovery that have gone against the Chiefs here.
Yeah, I mean that's the first one. It's kind of hard to tell just due to our camera angle, and of course,
I'll tell you this: it looked like he was in the end zone twice.
It did, but now we're looking at the what should have been a fumble. That was
definitely a fumble that was missed. 1st and 10 from the 31 for the Bulldogs, and the Chiefs get into the backfield, but their pass is off and going to go overthrow. Intended target number 11, Marcus Pimentel, 2nd and 10.
It just looked like he just simply overthrew him. That's all there is to it there. Now,
looked like maybe a little pressure by the defensive 3.
A little bit, and then that could be solid. You just have to find a way to, overcome this adversity. You've had a lot of things go against you early on here, many things that you could not control, and now you have to be able to take care of things you can control.
And it looks like we're stacking a little bit 4 on the line, maybe 5 as the Bulldogs get set. They put Pimentel in motion. Handoff to Coronado up the middle, and 74, not 74, it was number 6, Paez with the tackle, but not before a gain of about 8 yards, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, we're seeing the senior utilize his experience with his running back vision and just being able to his ball carrying vision, and just being able to find those holes. And
that's what he did. He found a hole. As we get set 3rd and 2, I expect another running play here, I'm guessing. And sure enough, that's what's going to happen here with Coronado as he's going to get the first down and a little bit more going to make about the 50-yard line. I think they're going to give him after that. It was actually, they had it up as a 49, but it was actually the 39-yard line, 11-yard run. 1st and 10 from the 50.
Yeah, I mean, just a solid little run there. Now the Chiefs are on their heels. They have to be able to dig in.
Bend, don't break. You broke twice and allow 2 touchdowns in, but bend here and just get back in that backfield and get it, try to force the turnover or something. And so they get Murray back in the pass in the pocket, goes downfield, and it's intercepted by Francisco Ramirez, it looks like, as he's going to return it.
And he fumbled the ball, and he got picked up by the Bulldogs. And there he goes, Coronado to score.
Too much going on. And I want to see this instant replay here because I see the pickoff on the pick, and where did the ball come out? It did come out. It was stripped by number 50, Shane Ikonen of the Bulldogs, and picked up by the running back, Coronado, who takes it all the way in for a touchdown. Too much, just 3 series and 3 bad luck plays for the Chiefs. As they're down 20-0 pending the Dick's Key Shop extra point here. I don't know what to say. I thought it was a great pick by Ramirez. I know that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, just a great job coming across the way, but poor ball security for someone who's supposed to be a receiver, and the extra point is going to be up and good.
But
there's a flag
on the play, and it'll leave us restoration and solar penalty, and I'm guessing this is in the field of offsides probably.
I mean, if it's offsides, we will see, good. Oh, we're actually going to see
sideline warning for the
Chiefs.
So that tells me, chances are that tells me Coach Guevara's in the ear of that ref mad.
Yeah.
Because that's where your sideline warning typically comes in at. I'm looking to see if Coach Guevara's down. Yeah, they're outside of that 25-yard box, and so but that's not a field penalty the first time, from what I understand. It's just a warning the first time.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it. They're kicking off at the same spot. So
yeah. It's just a warning the first time as we're getting ready for the Schurz Landscape kickoff. But if it happens again, then they'll assess I don't remember if it's like a personal foul penalty or if it's a 5-yard. I can't remember. Usually it doesn't happen a second time.
Yeah, no, but just a lot of bad luck for the Chiefs early on in this contest.
And I see Coach Guevara, and he is walking and talking at that ref, and he is not happy right now. You can just tell. And I wouldn't be happy either. As he gets ready and just walks off. Looks like we'll have number 21 again, Kentrell Johnson, back to receive the kickoff here as we get set for another Schurz Landscape kickoff and another offensive series, hopefully successful this time by the Chiefs. As the kick is up, Johnson's going to let it go through the back of the end zone, take over. Best field position they've had tonight, 25-yard line.
The start, but I say, they've gone across the field once already without punching it in. And, you had great progress with a couple of good deep shots to Ramirez and to White. Now, if you're offense coordinator Tony Cortez, you just have to find a way to get a little bit more creative here, let your running backs do their thing, and utilize your playmakers.
And, I'm not one to criticize officials at all normally, but I just think there's been a few things that have been missed by this officiating crew tonight.
It's hard. It's hard. Of course, hindsight's 20/20, right?
Absolutely, sure.
And so it's from what we see. Of course, we have the benefactor replay.
Yeah.
Of course, this play happens here, handoff up the middle, and we'll just get blown up.
Going to be hit with a loss of at least 3.
And we're seeing the. Hindsight's 20/20. We're seeing we have the benefit of replay. What they see, of course, some of these men, a lot of these people, of course, originally volunteers, worked their way up to eventually get to a point where they're probably getting somewhat paid here, but still, like
2nd and 13 as we get set here. 2+1 with an extra man in the backfield here. A little extra protection on the part of the Chiefs, it looks like, as we got Ramirez, and who is that back there with us? Is that Francisco Ramirez? I can't tell who that is. Ball goes up in the air. And
Incomplete. It was dropped.
Okay.
It would be interception there, dropped. We look at the Alpha Paving Instant Replay.
Well, I couldn't tell if it was a flag they had thrown in or what happened there, but it is.
Yeah, it was just a would-be interception being dropped there by number 8, David Howe.
So that's going to make it 3rd and 13 as the Chiefs get lined up here. Again, 2 to the – no, they're going to stack 3 to the right and 1 to the left. And they're going downfield with the play as it we should see a flag
there
here.
It is. Yep.
Yeah, Ramirez was definitely held there at the 35-yard line. That's going to be a first down at least. I mean, definitely a pass interference there as he's pulled away from the ball. Yeah, no question about that. And you see Braylon over there going, hey, where's the flag? And he gets the call.
You see the sideline asking for it too.
Yeah, I mean, that one was as clear as day. First down, automatic first down, as it's going to be 1st and 10 from the – what are they – it's –
yeah, now they have to march it. They march it up there, count it with them.
Yes, there it is. Okay, at the 32-yard line it's going to be. But the key thing, new set of downs to work with.
Indeed it is.
And so they're going to set up here. Whitfield and Esparza are going to stack here on this right side with Ramirez. Yeah. And Alviso goes across to Braylon, and he's going to get the catch before he's knocked down after a gain of about 6.
Yeah,
I mean, 2nd and 4.
If there's anything that I could at least tell Alviso here, simply the fact that you are staring at your target way too long, putting your receivers in danger. Into what?
The good news is Braylon is huge. He's tall, so we're going to get set here, and he's going to roll to his right, Alviso. He's going to take it himself, and looks like he's going to get the first down, and maybe another yard, about a 6-yard run looks like. And that's a first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line of the Chiefs.
Yeah, it looks like just simply one of those plays where you see Visa trying to like slide, but just simply couldn't finish it.
Yeah,
it was a little awkward. A little bit awkward.
And it wasn't. I don't think that was a designed run for him as much as it was just maybe broken pass coverage.
Oh no, that was a quarterback scramble all day. That was a scramble all day.
Okay. Handoff to Ramirez as he's going to get positive yardage in this. And but only about a yard or 2. They're going to say about 2 yards, going to make it 2nd and 8.
You know what? You just got to keep the defense honest. You passed a lot early on in this contest. Of course, you're down by 3 scores. You kind of force them in position to. But keeping them honest, a couple handouts here and there. Maybe a couple of those could break out to be big runs. And so I don't hate the play calling here.
We saw Ramirez do that last week, trying to keep level and honest, and he broke a couple big plays. As Alviso gets set, goes out to Francisco Ramirez. He's going to get the first down. Yes, there it is. There's the first down call for a pass about 8 yards. Going to be at the 46-yard line of the Bulldogs, and the Chiefs moving the ball right now.
Yeah, a little bit no-huddle offense. Just trying to keep the defense on their heels, limited substitutions to be able to keep the front 7 as they do run a official 3-4, trying to keep them.
But it looks like they're selling out the house up front as number 12 is going to get the handoff across. He's going to get across the 45, about the 44-yard line. That is number 12. That is Isaiah Rios. And a good little jet sweep there across.
Yeah, now we see the Bulldogs able to sub and get some fresh legs here as the Chiefs remain honest, trying to be able to keep things rolling here.
So 2nd and 8 from the 44-yard line of the Bulldogs as the Chiefs get set here, and there's a snap. Alviso rolls to his left, goes across the middle. He's going to hit. I'm not sure who that is that he hit. That is Francisco Ramirez. Looks like he might have the first down or really close to it as we look at the Alpha Paving Instant Replay here. They're going to call him about a yard short of the first down.
I do like this little pitch and catch here as we see the Chiefs to keep going here. Nice little pitch and catch on the little curl route. Just you want to be able to keep rolling upfield, never come back towards the play.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 37-yard line, 3rd and 1 here for the Chiefs as Alviso is going to pull the handoff, and we're going to have a flag on the play somewhere, and they're going to say he's out of bounds. Not sure where they're going to mark it, but we're going to have a holding on the Chiefs.
Yeah, the play blew up pretty early there. As you saw, the center and the guard trying to pull on that play to get across the way to let Alviso go to the left. Of course, you saw immediate green jerseys come across the line, force Alviso to have to go right, which probably triggered the holding based off the right tackle or maybe one of the receivers on that side of the field. I
was going to say the good thing is, but there is no good thing. It's going to make it 3rd and 11 here for the Chiefs, and so you're in 4-down territory, so you want to get at least half of it back here on this play because, I feel like for the Chiefs you're in 4-down territory right now.
No, most definitely are here, but with 5 minutes to go here in the first half, you most definitely are in 4-down territory.
And so the snap, Alviso steps back, throws out of the pocket, hits Francisco Ramirez for a big gain as he's going to be down at the 23.
Yeah, just an excellent job here. A little bit of a kind of a slant, little small post. You saw a little cross on the intersection there at roughly about the 43-yard line, which forced the cornerbacks to have to cross up their matchups, which freed Ramirez and allowed him to be open for Alviso to hit him in stride. And he took the rest of the way.
I'm going to tell you, I'm not liking this officiating crew. They marked him at the 24. He clearly flew to the 23 before he hit the ground.
1 yard, obviously the football's a game of inches, but that 1 yard difference there is definitely could be a little bit tough to see sometimes.
So they're going to pitch out to Ramirez, who's going to get across the 20, and depends on the mark here. They might be right at the 20.
And I think they fumbled the ball.
They're saying he was down. No. Referee on the end is saying he was down.
All right, so
finally one that goes our way. They're going to say he was down at the 20-yard line, 2nd and 6. As the Chiefs are on the precipice of the Angelo MRI red zone here.
Yeah, just outside of the potential fumble, just saw a little run there. You always want to be able to have your running back get 4 yards.
Yeah.
4 times 3 gets you 12 yards as you set it down. So let's keep it going.
2nd and 6 here as they get lined up. And Rios in motion. And Alviso stands back, goes in the little corner pass. And we should have pass interference here.
Was that a flag?
And there it is.
There it is. I saw something fly. Yeah. It wasn't a flag. I was like, what is that?
Yeah, definitely pass interference as Braylon went up in the air for the ball. And number 3 there, that's Jordan Jones, just grabbed both shoulders to pull him down. And a little late on the flag, but definitely pass interference. That should be because it's in the end zone at the 1-yard line.
I believe that's how that operates.
We're going to see what they say.
The discussion is there. I believe the penalty is definitely secured here. It is.
I know one thing. It's not a 3rd down.
It is pass interference. It will be automatic 1st down. Now the ball is moving. Now whether it's at the 2, 1, or 15 yards from the
it's got to be at least
spot.
15 yards.
Oh, it's definitely at least 15 yards, and it looks like that's exactly what it's going to be here.
They're only going to give him
the 5.
15 yards. Yep, 5-yard line. 1st and goal from the 5 for the Chiefs here. Been here before. And,
can they punch through?
Hey, you know what I say? Let's give it to Ramirez and give him the shot first time.
Why not? Why not?
He might have something. So we get set 1st and goal from the 5 as Whitfield goes in motion, and Alviso is going to give it to Francisco Ramirez, and I'm waiting for the call. Touchdown, Chiefs! 5-yard pass, Alviso to Francisco Ramirez to put the Chiefs in the end zone for the first time tonight. And no question about that one, folks. It was definitely a catch and definitely in the end zone.
You had your choice of Ramirez's there. Of course, you had the slant route from Francisco Ramirez, but you also had Samuel Ramirez flashing wide open on the hook route on the other side of the line.
21-6 pending the Dix Keyshop extra point here as we get set with 3:50 to go here in the first half. And a little bit of momentum for the Chiefs going right now. There's the snap. The kick is up. And it's good. 21-7, 3:50 to go here in the first half of this game. Little momentum swinging the way of the Chiefs. Now let's see if we can swing with the defense.
Hopefully, now a little bit of update for you for those of y'all in the San Angelo region. Wall leading Idalou. Thank you. It's Idalou. That's what I thought it was. Idalou. Idalou 27-10 at the half. Just a big second quarter for the Hawks. But as we wait for the kickoff here, hey, Chiefs fans, we want to let you know that if you're in the market for a new car or truck, to go see the folks at Mitchell Automotive Group. That is Mitchell Toyota on Knickerbocker Road and Mitchell Buick GMC on Sherwood Way.
Yes, I got mine there.
Yeah,
I'm happy with mine.
Very pretty Toyota Tundra there.
Yeah, I love it. Got to go get the engine changed on it, but that's not their fault. That is a Toyota recall that they had, and I just.
Oh, you got the new.
I did.
It's not the V8 no more. It's the
V6.
Yeah, it's a double turbo V6.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But I'll tell you what, I love that truck. It is a good truck.
No doubt about it. I definitely want to eventually get myself a Toyota truck myself. Whether I'll be happy with it. Tundra, of course, but it's like I would not be against Tacoma.
We've taken it all over this state already this summer, camping and things like that in the state parks, and we have loved it. Had a blast.
Oh man, I look forward to one day getting myself one of those as well.
I worked a long time to get there, and I struggled with a lot of bad cars.
There's some years between us, so it might take me a while too.
One or two. As we get set here for the Schurz Landscape Kickoff, the Chiefs are kicking off here, and they're going to kind of pooch kick this, and it's going to call a fair catch at the 34-yard line for the Bulldogs, and that's where they'll take over at the 35, 1st and 10.
Yeah, you know what? Now we got to see what this Bulldog offense will bring to the table. Of course, they've been able to be very efficient running the football against this undersized front seven for the Chiefs.
Interestingly enough, their offense scored the last touchdown because it was an interception and then a fumble, so their offense still got to score the touchdown.
Yep.
Too much happening here, partner. Too much happening.
You know what? Too much, maybe not enough, maybe just right. I don't know.
Who knows? We'll have to see how it goes. 1st and 10, 35-yard line for the Bulldogs, as they look like maybe they're getting set in some power run formation, and that's what it is. That's number 11, as he's going to get taken down after a gain of only 1 or 2 yards. Marcus Pimentel looked like a power wildcat or something.
You know how you recognize that is because that's how they scored their first touchdown.
That is how they scored the first touchdown.
The same exact formation, just a wildcat sweep to the right with a heavy wing on the line and be able to utilize it from there.
Murray coming back into the game for the Bulldogs, and I saw that.
We'll get there in a second.
So Murray back in under center, and that running play is going to go up the middle for Coronado, as he's going to break up the middle and break a lot of tackles. And I'm going to say that was poor tackling on the part of the Chiefs that time, as he gets a run of about 30 or 40, 35 yards, I believe, on that play.
Once again, just a senior running here, just utilizing his patience, his power, and, of course, a little bit of ball-carrying vision to be able to just blast through the hole and just take the rest his way.
Sure did. Get us a couple of those scores. Well, let's see. Maybe not. No, maybe not.
Hold off
no scores here, as they're already set in that 2-1 tight end set. And the snap back to Murray as he steps back, gets ready to throw. Luna going to get in there, wraps him up and makes him throw it away. But the question comes to, did he reach the line of scrimmage or was he out of the box?
Of course, the clock stopped. We did see the ref immediately come over to see if there's going to be a flag here. We don't see much.
I didn't think he was out of the box.
The Bulldog coaching staff was pointing toward the player that was in the area. May have been in the area
because it looked like 59. Raylan Roman had him holding him, and they're marking off yards.
So intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding. Another Olivas restoration and solar penalty is it's going to be intentional grounding. That's going to be like a loss of like 14 yards or so.
15 yards and loss it down. Or 10 yards.
Intentional ground. This one's going to be 14 yards because it's intentional ground is going to be at the spot of the foul.
Okay, there you go.
But coincidentally, it's 15 yards. 2nd and 25 here for the Bulldogs as the Chiefs get set on defense here again, and looks like Murray, they're going to have a penalty on the play. I think I know what it is already. And that play is going to go incomplete. I'm sure we're going to have a decline of penalty because I'm pretty sure it's illegal motion because your receiver on this close end stepped back off the line. You had 5 behind the line.
Yep, it is exactly what it's going to be. Good eye, partner.
Yeah.
A couple scores to let you know.
Well, I'll tell you how you can tell this is as soon as it happened, the ref held up 5.
Just put it back.
I knew that's what it was. Because as a ref, that's our signal to my white hat. I got 5 off the line, and if the receiver sees that, he should know I got to step back on the line.
Somebody step up. We will get you a score here while the play resets. Andrews and Estacado are tied at the half, 22 all. So Andrews battling back to tie it up at the half. So pretty solid there.
And Estacato's a good team. As we get set here, back in 3rd and 25, as that penalty was declined on the incomplete pass. So 3rd and 25 from the 48 as Murray takes in. Oh, we're going to have a holding penalty, as looks like Luna was held getting into the backfield, and
there it is.
There's the flag. Another
it came so late there.
And Solar. And I think what happened here is they said, well, look, Whitehat, if you're not going to throw that flag, I'll throw it. But I would decline the penalty. It was an incomplete pass.
Yeah, exactly. And this that's exactly what they're going to do, as you'd have a punting going on for the first half tonight for Burnet. This will be number 35 is back to punt.
That is Lou Laidler.
That sounds about right. We'll go with it.
And so punt from the 40-yard line. Pretty good punt, as it's going to be fair caught at the 12 by the Chiefs. Got a chance. Okay, so look, here's the deal. You got a chance if you can do this in 2 minutes and 20 seconds before the half. Get down the field, put 7 on the board, and you get the ball to start the half, and you score on that first drive of the second half. You get this ball game tied up.
Very much so. As both teams take the field, a couple more scores in the local area for you. Pecos trailing Monahans 35-6 at the half. Grape Creek leading TLCA 60-0 in the first quarter.
First quarter, it's got to be second quarter.
I would assume so, too. Fort Stockton leads Big Spring 23-14 at the half, and Lubbock Christian leading Brownfield 40-0 at the half.
Hey, look at here. We're going to have a pass downfield. It's going to be broken up. That was clean. That was a clean breakup. Braylon White, the intended receiver there, would have been about a 15 to 20-yard reception. Could have been a lot more on the run, but it was broken up. That looks like maybe number 8, David Prather, on the breakup for the Bulldogs.
Now,
it's going to be 2nd and 10
if you're
for the
the
13.
Chiefs, you don't have to rush nothing. You can take your time, run this clock down. Even if you end up punting this ball away, at least take as much time off the clock to be able to limit the Bulldog offense.
Absolutely. But you at least want to get a first down, as the ball is handed off to Ramirez, who gets across 15, and he gets they're going to say down at the 18. Good run of about 5 yards, going to make it 3rd and 5. Changes up the playbook for you a little bit.
A little bit. You have options. You just got to be able to find something efficient here and go from there.
You've had a little bit of luck on these little short routes for your receivers. Maybe you can bring Whitfield or Ramirez across the center, hit a little quick route. As you stacked 3 to the right here for the Chiefs as we get set, and it is a pass play. And we're going to have – does he catch it?
They do give it to him.
So that's going to be Braylon White at about the 26-yard line for about 10 yards, maybe 8 yards. First and 10, not first and goal, 1st and 10
as we
from the 36-yard line. As we get set, and Avizo rolls to his right, and
I don't think he's ready for the snap.
It's going to be a sack of about 3 yards. But it was more of a scramble, probably more of a TFL, honestly.
I don't think Avizo was ready for the snap there, and we
will
have
we got a holding penalty.
No, I believe we have a timeout for the Chiefs.
Oh, we do. We do have a timeout, as it's going to be 2nd and 12 when we come back. Hey, we're going to take a quick break, so stay with us. You're watching San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Would you like a time lapse of your construction project? Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services. Need to check your roof for hail damage but don't want to climb up that rickety ladder? Perhaps you're selling property. We also cover sports and weddings. Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services. San Angelo,
Welcome back. You are watching San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. You know what? It's a weird predicament that the team finds itself in here, partner. 21-7, a minute 43 to go here in the first half. You did get a first down, but it looked to be a little bit of miscommunication, at least on the snap. It didn't look like Avizo was ready for it.
It did not look like he was ready for it. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure if it was because it could have been one of two things. We've seen the other one happen as well. It could have been just a bad snap or an ill-timed snap. Maybe he thought they were on 3. Maybe the snap was on 2. I don't know, but something definitely looked off, and didn't have a good chance to hit your receivers downfield, realistically speaking. And he ended up having to scramble, took a 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12 from the 24-yard line. From your own 24-yard line, and you just like to see them move them up the field, get 6 or 7 of these yards back right here, and they're going to go, and Alvizo's going to take it himself. He's going to get positive yardage. He's going to get the original loss back. Maybe one more. Maybe it's 3rd and 9 from the 27 as we get set, and that's what's going to happen, 3rd and 9 from the 27. Man, I got that one right. I don't get them right very often.
You know what? Just a nice job by Alvizo, just able to get positive yards in. Now you just have to be able to dive in the book. Take as much time as you clock. You're snapping this ball like 3. You know, even if you don't get this, you want to take as much time as possible.
Alvizo steps back into the pocket, goes downfield, deep downfield, and are we going to have a flag? I mean, there was some
contact,
man,
but
a lot of contact.
There was contact. There's look at the Alpha Paving Insta replay. There was definitely some contact here, but it was kind of a little bit both ways, and the defender was definitely playing the ball there, able to look back and able to kind of make a little motion.
Yeah, to me that's pass interference because he's got his hands on him as the ball hits him, but they let him play it out, and I don't have a problem with letting him play it out. I don't have a problem with that. But when there's 2 guys hitting you like that, I got a problem with that.
Yeah, you know, that's fair. That's fair. Minute 9, the punt team is out there.
One guy out there hitting you like that, I'll let him play through. I get that. As Rios gets set for the punt here with 1:09 to go here in the first half. Rios is going to take it himself. Oh, no, he finally gets the punt off. And it's going to be a fair catch at the 37-yard line. And that's where the Bulldogs take over with 1:03 to go.
You want to know why he took it himself? It's because the ball came low. Snap came low, and it hopped on the ground again.
But he rolled out real well and got a couple extra yards ahead of where he would have kicked originally, and got the ball a couple extra yards down the field. So I don't hate that.
No, not at all. But 1:03 to go. Bulldogs have all 3 timeouts still. Chiefs have 1. 21-7 contest here in non-district play in Burnet, Texas.
Now, you don't think the Chiefs are happy going in down 21-7. You'd like, if you're going to go in down, you want to go in down 21-14. Feel like you had a good shot to have that. Maybe even go in tied 14-14. Lot to work on coming out in the first half. You do get a player back in the second half. Let's see what the Bulldogs do here. Is they're setting up in the shotgun again and putting number 5 in motion just a little bit. And they're going to go down the field quite a ways. And that ball's going to be overthrown by quite a bit, actually. The man in motion there was Matthew Williams. Intended receiver was Stanford, and completely overthrown, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you know what? At the end of the day here, it's a great job by the Chiefs defense to close down his first 2 reads. He was looking left first, and just great job by the corners and the outside linebackers.
For Williams
to utilize that. And then, obviously, great job on the other end, able to just play the receiver. And the ball, of course, overthrew, so nothing to worry about too much.
Yeah, good coverage by C.J. Coombs on Williams there as we get set here for 2nd and 10, and he's going to step back into his pocket and going to go look in the area of Stanford again maybe, and they're going to say incomplete pass, and the coaches over there are looking for the reception.
Flag.
Oh, okay. What do we got here? Another Olivas Restoration and Solar penalty. Not sure what the call is.
There's a white hat. Looking around, I'm not sure he was looking towards this other refs or the Chiefs bench.
I can't tell.
Can't tell at all, but it looks like the Bulldogs are moving forward.
Pass interference on the Chiefs. Had to be pat because it came from way downfield, so it had to be off of the play itself.
And I believe that was on Isaac Monreal, who was in coverage on that play.
So 1st and 10 from the 45, only a 10-yard penalty because it didn't interfere with the play itself as number 11 goes into play. Oh, we're going to have a false start here on the part of the Bulldogs. Going to be 1st and 15, number 11 there, Marcus Pimentel. We've called his name quite a bit on the offensive side of the ball. And he just he was the man in motion.
Yeah. You know what? It's happened.
I don't know what I was trying to say there.
You know, here. Let me help you out here. There's 51 seconds to go here in the first half, and the Bulldogs kind of in their territory still. Got a ways to go.
Yeah, 1st and 15 here. We're going to try that first down thing again for the Bulldogs here of Burnet, as they're going to be 1st and 15 at their own 40-yard line. And we're going to see a little bit of a defensive shift here. A little change there as we're going to push it to the left and nearly intercepted by Alvizo. My gosh, he almost jumped that route really well. Call this for me. Call this on the replay here.
You know, so you're going to see the receiver quarterback look for his play, sees the out route. Alvizo, fantastic job following his intended his intended, person
Receiver.
starting is, intended receiver for the quarterback, following the intended receiver, and able just to jump the route. This goes out as a deflection for him, but could have been an interception.
Man, if he's a half-second sooner, it's an interception. And it's a pick six. I'm telling you right
he's going
now.
all the way, yeah.
Yeah, that's a pick six all the way. Because there's no way that receiver turns around fast enough. So, get set 2nd and 15 from the 40 as the Bulldogs get set. All the receivers to the right as they're going to hand off to Coronado. And he's going to get across the 50 and
still going.
Be run out of bounds at about the 30, his own 35-yard line. About a 25-yard run there for Coronado, and he's going to be driven out of bounds, so the clock's going to stop. 1st and 10 from the 35. 37 seconds to go here in the half.
Yeah, and once again, Coronado just doing a fantastic job taking advantage of this undersized Chiefs front seven. Is the offensive line able to open the gaps for him? He's able to go right through him.
Alviso up on the line with them, and he's going to go up the middle again. Coronado get about 5 yards and be taken down to about the 30-yard line. Going to be 2nd and 5. Clock is going to stop at 28 minutes, and the Bulldogs going to take their first timeout. We'll take a quick timeout. Stay with us. You're watching San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
San Angelo, it's time to invest in your home and protect your future. Olivas Restoration and Solar, your trusted partner in roofing, solar, insulation, and fencing. Call Olivas Restoration and Solar today for your free consultation.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
Check out what.
Welcome back to San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. As we come out of this timeout, we're looking at a 2nd and 6 partner on the 31. 28 seconds to go. 2 timeouts left for the Bulldogs, 1 for the Chiefs. Don't expect to see them use their 1 unless there's a field goal attempt or something here. So we get set. All the receivers to the left, extra protection in the back. Almost looks like a run and play. Oh, he's going to pull the run and look at the pass. And he's going to get driven out of his pocket, and Luna's going to get the hurry up as he makes him throw it out of bounds with 20 seconds to go. Luna with a big hit there. It wasn't a sack, but he made sure he knew he was there.
Yeah, no, he made sure he knew he was there, and if he would have gotten a sack, that would have been definition of a coverage sack, because just only rushing 3 players, dropping back 8. Just fantastic job by this Chiefs secondary, and most of the linebackers too, to be able to just play good coverage on everybody involved.
3rd and 6 from the 31, 20 seconds to go here in the half. And so we get set here again. There's a snap handoff to Coronado, and it's kind of a foot race as Luna's going to get him, and he's going to be driven out of bounds as Luna gets him. It's going to be a first down, but there's going to be 13 seconds to go as it is a first down. Luna with the initial hit kind of got rolled off a little bit. It was a good hit, but it was a good run too. Had a little help come in and take him out of bounds.
Yeah, honestly, good thing that he got taken out of bounds, because if he got tackled by that first one, it would have been a horse call another 15 yards.
It would have. Yep. And I did see that, and I was kind of waiting for a flag to come out, but you're right, he didn't go down until the second guy hit him. So they get set. They're going to spread the field. 5 receivers here wide as Murray steps back, and Luna's going to get into the backfield. And again, but it's going to be a reception at the 5-yard line, but he's down inbounds as they're going to call, it's a first down with 7 seconds. Really a good pass play. Gets hit from the front and the back, but on the quarterback, but not a roughing because it was on time.
We did see the Bulldogs take that timeout. I believe we saw the head coach of the Bulldogs just sprint down the field there, Ben Spear, able to take that timeout.
7 seconds you have to.
Yeah, great job, but just by finding the spots in the zone wasn't covering. Looked to be kind of just a basic cover 4.
Well, and it's hard to cover when you got a 5-man receiver set out there.
Yeah.
That's a little bit hard to you practice all year for the 4-man. When you got a 5-man out there, you've got to move a safety up. Usually your free safety's got to step up and find somebody.
Yeah.
And by the time they recognize it, the receiver's halfway down the field at that point.
But I mean, you also saw, I think we saw, like I said, more cover 4 there, just with the second linebacker able to drop back in the mid zones.
Yeah.
Because you had a lot of guys playing deep, making sure nothing gets past them. You see, had a couple guys kind of playing quarters, able to make sure that that nobody was able to catch the ball out of bounds and go right out of bounds. And then, of course, you had the mid zone, so you only saw 3 men get rushed. So you had 8 guys dropping back, which means you had at least 2 linebackers type players to be able to drop back in the mid zone, and they're just that soft spot between the quarter and the mid that the quarter was able to find perfectly. And just
absolutely. What I did like was he saw Roman pushing his guy up the middle to the quarterback. So first and goal from the 5 here for the Bulldogs as they get set for that's going to be a touchdown there. As honestly, I think that was just blown coverage by Ramirez.
Oh, it was blown coverage by whoever was on that side of the field. There
Ramirez.
were 2 open Bulldogs there on that side. You saw the motion, the distraction, and you saw they went back. It was so what this was is called a kind of a block and go. So he made that contact and then took off on that flat route.
What are they? They're getting together to call something.
The touchdown is on the scoreboard, so it's unsure if this is but
when you see
the hat's off.
When you see a ref without a hat, something's getting called on somebody for something. I'm not sure what it is.
This may be an unsportsmanlike of some sort against somebody. We do have reading a lot of names there.
It is a touchdown after the play. Unsportsmanlike on both sides. I don't know what happened.
Oh, neither do we. Neither.
Maybe we'll get word from our eye in the sky here on this. Not what you want to see.
No, not at all what you want to see, but it definitely could have just been a little bit of extracurricular after the play.
Pending the Dick's Key Shop extra point here, 27-7 at the moment. The ball is down, kick is up. It's going to be good, 28-7. Likely to see how we go at the half. 28-7 with the Chiefs getting the ball to start the second half. With 2 seconds to go, enough time for the kickoff. Surely they're going to pooch kick this to run the time. No names were called, but don't really know what the penalty was. Some type of unsportsmanlike. Not sure what it was for. Didn't see it, but several names were written down.
Oh, yeah, there was at least some names written down.
Or numbers,
sure. At least
anyway.
Numbers. Something was written down there. But nonetheless, going back to the play, you just saw it was a great call by the Bulldogs. They do run a tight end in their base shotgun set with 3 receivers, 1 tight end, and a running back. And just a great job by the tight end, able to kind of chip his man who was coming on the blitz. He was open, but he was able to kind of flare out on that flat route, and he was the one that was open because as you saw with the motion, it drew the other corner to the other side of the field because it looked like the Chiefs were running man defense.
So we're going to get set here for the Schurz landscape kickoff here. And, I noticed I haven't seen Roman Garcia in this game. I haven't noticed him on the sideline or anywhere. Maybe I'm just missing him. I'm not sure. Curious there, as I haven't seen 17 or 18 in the game.
Yeah, it could be a little bit of anything, honestly.
It really could be. So we're going to get set here. Here's the Schurz landscape kickoff. And it's going to go through the end zone. The Chiefs are going to get a shot at a play. And Luna with a little extracurricular on number 40 there. You got to be careful, Luna. You can't do that when the play's done.
It looks like they caught it, too, because there's a flag
my goodness.
on
you
the field.
You cannot do that. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be on Luna as he hit his guy way after the play. Unless there's something else. Yep.
Personal foul. So 15 yards back from the end of the play.
They just nail the ball.
Yep, nail it, go to half.
You nail the ball, go to the half. Because you're going to be at the 10-yard line here. Plain and simple.
Yep.
So we're just waiting. There's a lot of discussion. Not sure why. It's pretty simple. You go to the 25, you march it back 15 yards. It's 1st and 10. They're going to nil the ball with 2 seconds to go, and you're going to go to the half and rest. I mean, it really is that simple. I'm pretty sure that was on Luna, who basically lit up his guy as he came down the field. No names were called, but obviously, or numbers, but Okay. Let's see. They'll get it down to the 10. And I'll tell you, this officiating crew looks like they're pretty aged. I'm just saying. They don't look like they're in their prime. But in Texas sports, you take what you can get, really. I don't think he went back a full 15 yards. And they're going to hand it to Sammy Ramirez, who's going to get a few positive yards out of it, get about to the 20-yard line. They put that ball at the 12-yard line instead of the 10. They put it at the top of the soccer circle.
Maybe halfway to the. I don't know. Regardless, it is halftime.
Okay, I'll give you the halfway. I'll give you halfway to the goal line.
It is halftime. We are going to take a break. We'll send you to the commercial. When we come back, we'll let both teams bands play, and once the bands play, we will take over for the halftime show and then continue on to the second half.
Yes.
So you are watching the San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Enjoy halftime.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Dear San Angelo, we share the belief that expectations are meant to be exceeded.
You think a pat on the back and trust should be earned.
You admire those who always do their best and bring out the best in others.
You believe we should always help our neighbor.
You have a history of embracing excellence and professionalism.
You feel the way we treat each other reflects our community's character.
We are proud to say, San Angelo, you are our hometown.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines and special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood pharmacy, where some things have changed with the times, but the best things never will. Medical Arts Pharmacy.
When having a truck is essential, you should drive a Tundra from Mitchell Toyota. A Toyota Tundra is a formidable combination of power, space, and technology. Plus, it's a great-looking truck. Mitchell Toyota, where we put the deal back in dealership.
Would you like a time-lapse of your construction project? Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services. Need to check your roof for hail damage but don't want to climb up that rickety ladder? Perhaps you're selling property. We also cover sports and weddings. Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services. San Angelo, it's time to invest in your home and protect your future. Olivas Restoration and Solar, your trusted partner in roofing, solar, insulation, and fencing. Call Olivas Restoration and Solar today for your free consultation.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect.
Make sure everything's kosher. I talk to them back in the studio, and they're doing all the stuff back in the studio. I just do the camera work. Set up all the equipment and do the camera work. I do all the driving. I do all the Lakeview's at home, Central's away. I'm doing the Central here. I'm always the driver. So there's a crew that works at the stadium in San Angelo, and then there's me. You're always away. We do the wall games too. So we're really busy. We got 3 crews. I'm just a one-man crew though. That was dirty. Yeah, that was dirty. Yeah, they're known for playing dirty. They're known for playing dirty. You look up all their stuff online, and everything says the same thing, that they play dirty. Woo! Man, this thing's hot. I normally wear earbuds, but last week the crowd was so loud I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't hear when they were trying to talk to me. Good so far? This is not fair to the studios. We're going to let us use the internet or nothing. But I have that's what that red box up is there. It uses 3 different cell phone cards, and it finds like the best signal. So that's the radio guys, you know. And they weren't even going to be able to broadcast. They were going to use a hotspot, and it was getting a crappy service. And I said, let me plug in. So I got this one run from all the way down there. I plugged in so we can all get this done. Every time I miss a flag or I miss a penalty, I'm like, what was that? They're asking me, what was the penalty? What was that? Same thing last week, or a week before last. The referee didn't even have them. I was on the home field side, and still, I'm like, I couldn't hear what the ref was saying at all. I just had to read everything. They're all non-eligible this week, or what? I see the group over there, and it's not something like yeah. It still looks a lot less than that. Hey, do you know when you're coming back?
Welcome back. Oh, actually, welcome back to us. But of course, you've been watching both bands take the field and perform their respective movements. We have about 5 minutes left in halftime, so we're just going to kind of give you a little quick halftime update as we roll into the second half. So welcome to the Pixelcast Media halftime show. As you see on your screen, the Burnet Bulldogs lead the San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs 20-7 at the half. Just a lot of bad luck the Chiefs' way early on. We've seen a variety of moments where the Chiefs had the opportunity. Of course, we had a missed call. What we thought was a touchdown by Christopher Alviso. Sadly, it wasn't. It was down twice, and then that turned into a fumble and that recovered by the Bulldogs. And then, of course, we saw the infamous pick by Francisco Ramirez, and then got stripped as he was tackled and got picked up by the Burnet running back and taken for a touchdown there. And then Just some weird shenanigans here and there. Of course, my partner is very vocal on the refs here tonight, but of course, there's not much we can do about it. Of course, there's a couple times where the Chiefs should have had another turnover, but in fact was overturned after discussion by the referees. After, of course, our side, we saw the Alpha Paving replay, and of course that revealed that he was indeed a fumble, but of course just hindsight's 2020. We have replay, they don't. Kind of can't help that. But before we get into some of these halftime scores, hey football fans, would you like to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live in high definition? All you have to do is install the CSN Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on either device just by searching Concho Sports on Roku and Fire TV. We invite you to check it out for the best viewing experience. And partner, I'll bring you back in now if you want to. We do have some halftime scores from some of the local teams.
So before you do
here.
this, I want to tell you, I was just watching this Wall game here and had nearly the same exact play. Wall throws the ball downfield, hits the receiver's hand. Idalou intercepts it, goes down the field, returns it, gets stripped.
Oh, I didn't even know that happened.
But Idalou recovered the fumble.
Oh, my goodness. Well, nonetheless, speaking of that game, they are now in the fourth quarter. Of course, as you may have noticed, we did start a little bit later.
Sure did.
As Burnet did have their homecoming ceremonies prior to kickoff. So Wall leads Idalou 27-10. Of course, they are playing over at Wall High School. And some other halftime scores. We have about 2.5 minutes to go in the second half. Andrews trailing Lubbock Estacado 28-22. Of course, we talked about earlier, Estacado jumped to a big lead. Andrews tied up at the half. Now a 6-point difference. Monaghan's leads Pecos 41-6. That's kind of getting out of hand.
Kind of over.
Yeah. We do have we assume it to be a running clock game where Grape Creek leads TLCA 74-0.
TLCA can come back.
I mean, maybe that running clock. Maybe not.
That's a little bit much to come back from.
A little bit. Big Spring trails Fort Stockton 37-14 in the third quarter, and Lubbock Christian leads Brownfield 40-0 in the second. Still probably close to half, if not already in the third quarter. Of course, people are probably wondering, where's Central? Central's on a bye. Of course, Lakeview will be on a bye in 2 weeks prior to district kicking off.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I look at some of these scores, and I look at like that Fort Stockton and Big Spring. Big Spring's a district game.
Yep.
Big Spring beat Snyder.
Yep.
A couple weeks ago, or last week in their homecoming.
Yep.
By 6.
Yep.
Fort Stockton beat us.
Yep.
By 6.
Yep.
I don't know who's going to win this game.
I don't know either. It's an interesting little carousel here that we have in the Chiefs district, as everybody kind of plays everybody a little bit. Of course, a lot of teams saw Lamesa, Brownfield, who of course the Chiefs played next week prior to their district schedule, is playing all of the districts this year. Of course, we saw Andrews. Of course, playing Lamesa. We talked about Fort Stockton. They're making their way around this district as well.
Yep.
Even Snyder had playing a couple teams in the district. Yep. So it's who knows what this district could become.
The only team that looks like superiorly solid at this point, and I still got questions about them, is Andrews.
Yeah.
That's only because I know Estacado's got a good team on the field with several Division I players, but even Andrews, I got questions about him.
Yeah, I mean, there's questions. Honestly, there's questions in a lot of the district, and it just doesn't help when your pairing district when it comes to playoffs is a district involving Stephenville and that whole gauntlet that they got over there. So regardless of who the Chiefs have to face, they see them take the field here. They have a gauntlet to face in the playoffs, regardless of who it is.
And that's just all there is to it, and so I'd love to sit here and say, hey, the Chiefs got a chance to win district. The way this district is shaking out and playing all the off-season or the preseason, as you will, the outer district season, we could be anywhere from first to fourth.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, you're making playoffs, but still.
Yeah, you just don't know because there's so much craziness going on in this non-district play for the district teams.
But what is good for the Chiefs is that they do host 2 of their 3 district opponents this year.
And Andrews is one of them, right?
Yes, Andrews is one of them. I believe the other one is Big Spring. And so with that, the Chiefs have played better at home. We've seen it.
Yes.
We've seen the team play better at home, of course, falling to Snyder late. But, of course, leading the entire time against La Mesa.
Very late.
And, we've seen that. Just double-checking ourselves, of course. No, Andrew's actually the last one. That's on the road. It's Big Spring and Pecos that the Chiefs will host at home, where they will actually have 3 straight home games prior to the Andrews matchup, where they do welcome Brownfield at San Angelo Stadium next week at 7 p.m. kickoff. That's basically it for the Pixelcast Media halftime show. We do see the team starting to huddle. The Chiefs will receive this second half.
And I'm going to tell you my concern. I'm a little concerned right now because I'm watching R.J. Ruiz snap here.
Yep.
And he is hitting several snaps against his inside thigh and missing the snap on these. He's missing a lot warming up here practicing, and that's kind of concerning because he missed several in the first half.
Yeah, it's definitely was a bit of a concern. Of course, we will probably discuss it a few more times here
I hope
today.
not to.
Yeah, we would like not to, but you never know. As you see the Shirts Landscape and Kickoff about to take place here. Of course, friendly reminder, you can always follow us, Concho Sports Network, on social media. See there on the scorebook, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or X. I always see it as both, at Concho Sports on all those platforms. We highly recommend, as we will do post highlights every week, and of course we will post when we do Coach's Show and all the other fun stuff.
Kentrell Johnson set to return this Shirts Landscape kickoff if it's returnable. It's a pretty deep kick, and he's going to get a chance to return as he fields it from the 3. He is across the 20 and down about the 24-yard line. Couldn't have done a whole lot better. I'm telling you again, there's Luna making contact after the play. He's got to be careful of that. We saw him in the first half like that, and as we see Luna right here, and that was legit. I'll give him that.
That was a little bit closer.
Play,
a little more bang-bang there.
A little bit better. As the Chiefs will take over 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line, and they're going to set 3 to the right and 1 to the left. They've had a little bit of success here with this setup. They're going to hand off to Ramirez, who's immediately hit in the backfield at the 20-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 14 from the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and we're seeing these defenders come in untouched.
Way too quick.
And we're seeing this as we're going to hopefully see the Alpha Paving replay. If not, it's okay. But we're going to see the right tackle here pull on this play, and it's going to just free up completely. See right tackle, right guard, there he is. And then they're going to follow right behind him to stop him on the line.
First key, though, is hit your guy, but then move. I mean, I get the pull, but you can't pull and let that guy come in untouched like that. As we get set for 2nd and 14 from the 20 here. Now Alviso back in the shotgun 2+2 set. He's going to go downfield, and he's nearly going to be picked off if he's not picked off.
I believe he is picked off.
Yeah, I think he was too at the 30-yard line, it looks like. I wasn't sure he was able to come up with that, but I guess he is. Oh, yeah.
Yep, great
That's
play.
That's going to be an interception at the 29-yard line.
Great play by number 11, Marcus
Pimentel.
Yeah, just fantastic play.
29-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Burnet Bulldogs. Now, not the way you want to start the second half.
Not at all.
I would say a lot of adjustments, but I think it's really right now a lot of going back to the drawing board for this offense. It feels like as they get set with extra coverage in the backfield, man in motion, going to hand off to Pimentel on this jet sweep across, and he's going to turn upfield and be taken down by number 8, Isaac Monreal, after a gain of about 5 yards from our angle. Let's see what they give him. They're going to give him 7 yards, 2nd and 3.
Yeah, it just the Bulldogs are finding success in just about every single aspect of this game offensively.
It's a complete domination. I hate to say that for the Chiefs, but that's really what Burnet has done here. And they're going to hand off to Coronado, who's going to get about 2 yards, going to probably make it 3rd and 1. Probably one of the more successful plays against Coronado by this Chiefs defense, holding him to only 2 yards.
Yeah, it's we're seeing the Chiefs defense have some positivity, but they have to be able to string it up multiple plays in a row.
Should be 3rd and 1 here as they're going to hand off again. Paez gets into the backfield, but he's just a little bit late getting there as Coronado's going to run for a 1st down and into the Angelo MRI red zone. Going to be 1st and 10. I think it's going to be 1st and goal.
It will be from the 8. Yep, 1st and goal for this Bulldog offense.
12-yard run.
The wide run there on the sweep, there was only one Chief out there, and he was lined up against a receiver.
Yeah, Paez got there quickly, but he was just like about a half second too late to hit Coronado, and Coronado just ran by him. as they're going to hand off to Coronado again, and Monreal is going to get back there. And, oh, wow. I think we're going to have a block in the back there on the offense as they push Francisco Ramirez into the running back, and the play would go for a loss of about 2 yards, but I think it's going to take a penalty on the block in the back maybe. Yeah. It's going to be a block in the back, 10-yard penalty. Or holding, I'm not sure exactly what they call it.
Regardless, it is 10 yards. You are correct. So it's going to be it's going to be first
10
and
yards
goal
either way
from the 18. This one is starting to become a little bit of a meme. Of course, you see college football all the time, where you see those random second and goals from the 35. It is going to be a block in the back.
Hey, I was right.
You were correct.
You were correct.
You were correct.
I haven't been right often this year, but still keeps them in the Angelo MRI red zone. First and goal from the 18-yard line. Pimentel goes into motion here, and they're going to go back to Coronado up the front, and he's only going to get about 3 yards. Going to be first and goal from the 15 as he gets about 3 yards.
It will be. That's actually going to be second and goal from the 15. It's going to be
second and goal. That's what I meant.
Just a solid job. Of course, you always want to do do you want your running back to get 3 yards? Sure, that's the case.
Sure.
When you're this far back, 3 yards okay for your defense to give up. It's one of those things you
not
want to
much more than that though.
You don't want to let them get into the end zone. If you give them a field goal, that's probably the best case scenario for this Chiefs.
And who knows?
Defense.
Maybe their kicker can't control the kick, and you get a break there. Either way, you want to hold them here. Second and goal from the 15-yard line as the Bulldogs get set. Handoff again to Coronado, and he's going to actually slip as he tries to go around Luna. Nearly falls. I wondered if his knee hit the ground. I'm not sure, but ends up getting a couple yards. Going to be 1 yard, third and goal from the 14.
Yeah, you know what? Just solid job by the Chiefs defense to be able to swarm the running back there, and especially after that slip. Obviously you can't help some circumstances, but that time it goes in your favor with the turf monster.
Yeah, well, and the cut that he had to, Luna forced him to have to make that cut.
Yeah,
for the slip, and then because of the slip, it looked like Alviso got in there and got the tackle on him. Alviso or maybe it was Paez or Monreal. I'm not sure exactly who got in there, but either way, third and goal from the 14 as they bring an extra defender in the backfield. Going to put the ball up and going to be a touchdown as Braylon. No, that is not Braylon White. That is Christopher Rodella, maybe.
I believe that's
that's
21.
That's Kentrell Johnson. Goes up to try to deflect it and just can't quite get to it.
So this could be one of two things, right? What this could have been was a blown coverage by Johnson because that was supposed to be his man to stay on him.
Yep.
It didn't look that
yards,
way. It looked like to be a cover 2 called there where it forced Johnson to kind of cover that mid zone, expecting like a curl, maybe another throw out, whatever there. And the moment that the guy right by him, there is no deep safety to cover him on the backside. Yep. So that's what kind of the lack of deep safety there tells me that there was absolutely man coverage here that just got blown, that he just wasn't prepared for the run check for the end zone.
Dick's Key Shop extra point is up and good, 35-7, 7:48 to go in the third quarter after that 29-yard scoring drive there by the Burnet Bulldogs.
Yeah, but not now. If you're the Chiefs offense, you just got to find a way to bounce back, right? There's no such thing as a 28-point play. You want to be able just to piece together your offense, do what you do best, and execute.
But let's be honest, 28 points is a lot to come back from in a quarter and a half. Number one, not impossible, just a lot. So right now, I feel like you're telling your team, hey, let's get ready for next week. Let's get some stuff together. Let's get some reps on the field. Let's make positive plays. Don't turn the ball over. Protect it. And if we can put points on the board and come back into this, great. And if not, let's get ready for next week.
Yeah.
Of course, you're maybe not telling your team that part about getting ready for next week.
No.
But it's kind of I feel like that's kind of what you're thinking is let's get some reps on the field. Let's try some things out, see what we can figure out.
Yeah, not at all. But nonetheless, it is still A-okay. To keep rolling, everybody will be okay at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, hey, you know what? These students, they're students first, athletes second, and in the end, they're still going to get a chance to play again next week.
For sure.
Stay healthy. As we get set for the Schurz Landscape kickoff here, assuming it's going to go to Kentrell Johnson again. He's gotten every kickoff this game so far, and looks like as he fills it at the 1. He's going to cross the 10. He's across the 20, the 25, 30. He could go all the way here. Oh, knocked out of bounds at the 45. The last man that could get him number 75, Marco Campos Huerta Jr. He's the kicker, or sophomore kicker. It's always the last guy. It's always the kicker to get you.
Well, you know, something you didn't notice, partners. You see here the Alpha Paving hit replay. There was a guy on the deep, trying to get the deep angle.
He might have had, but that's the guy. That's the guy you give a little stutter step and run to the inside of him anyway. But the kicker gets him at the 45. What do we got? A flag on the field?
It looks like we got a Levis Roofing flag on the field.
What is the call here? Holy cow.
I would not be surprised if it's going to be a block in the back or a holding of some kind.
Well, they're moving it back to the 10. I mean, I don't know what happened here. I mean, maybe we'll get word on what the call was. I'm not sure, but it's going to be first and goal from the 10. That means the penalty happened at like the 20 or 25-yard line, which is unfortunate as the...
Well, yeah, I've just been informed that it was holding.
Oh, my goodness. As the ball is given to Ramirez to go up the middle, he's going to gain about 1 yard, make it 2nd and 9 from the 11.
Yeah, you know, it just isn't what you want to see, right? It's
unfortunate because so many little things like that have not gone the way of the Chiefs this game. So many things.
Yeah, no, it's not. But it's kind of been like that the last couple of matchups. Like, there's been a variety of things where, of course, some of it is their own fault. You know, some poor execution, some fundamentals you got to work on. But there's just been bad breaks overall.
As another handoff to Ramirez, as he's going to bounce across the 15 to about the, I think about the 17 maybe, 3rd and 3. Yeah, 3rd and 3 from the 17-yard line. And that was a good run, good 6-yard run there for Ramirez. And we're going to get set here, 3rd and 3, as Rios is in the backfield with Alviso and 2+2 set on the receivers. And another bad botch snap. And it's going to be a fumble recovered by the Bulldogs. That's like the 5th turnover this game for the Chiefs.
I believe it's going to be the 4th, but this will be the 2nd due to a bad snap. Now this one looks like what happened the last time when the Chiefs were on the 1-yard line, and he just thought he was under center instead of.
But he hasn't. And this is what gets me. Alviso hasn't been under center all season.
No, hardly ever. I think maybe like once, like if even that.
So I don't know why you're assuming your quarterback's under center when he's been in the shotgun the entire season, and he's played well out of the shotgun, and all of a sudden your center's unable to snap the ball. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm a little concerned there with that, but as it is, the Bulldogs have the ball at their own 16-yard line. Or at the 16-yard line of the Chiefs, and they're going to pull a reverse here, and that's what I thought. It's going to go for a touchdown, a reverse to Stanford, who's going to walk straight into the end zone untouched, completely fooling the entire Chiefs defense, 41-7, pending the Dick's Key Shop extra point here.
Yeah, you know, to give credit where credit's due, just a great play call by the Bulldogs. Just nobody stayed home for the Chiefs outside of the one corner who was there for his.
Although I will say you did have a block downfield you should have called.
Yeah, definitely potentially
holding.
Definitely, you know, but it's just like great play call by the Bulldogs as the kick is good.
The Dick's Key Shop extra point good, making it 42-7. Favor the Bulldogs here. Only a minute off that play for the both entire drives.
Yeah, rough. Yeah, just about, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, you got to give credit where credit's due. Burnet is a touchdown away from tying their season high in points scored, while the Chiefs are in danger of being in the least amount of points they've scored this season. So a lot of things you got to figure out on both sides of the ball if you're the Chiefs. Of course, it just doesn't help that you have injuries to key players, most of which are senior leaders on this team who would be making those impacts. And we're at a point now in the season where the Chiefs, you know, of course,
that can affect you going into district play.
It very much can. Now, of course, you see some of those senior leaders on the sideline there on the right side of your screen. Of course, we talked multiple times about Austin Perez going down week 1 and yet to return. Trey Henry went down last week, and then Jay Roman is actually 75 there. You mentioned him a little bit as well. He's obviously in street clothes, so I'm assuming an injury. He's with the team, and so as you look at the shirts landscape
24,
kickoff.
Who's that? 24. That's Abram Rivera as well.
Yeah, but he's in uniform.
Oh, he sure is. I'm sorry. It looked like he was in shorts there. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, he's in uniform. He is in uniform.
Fair enough. I missed that one. Like to see if 17 or 18 is in this game. I haven't caught a glimpse there of either of those yet. I'm not sure what's going on there. But as we get set here for the Schurz Landscape kickoff, that's going to go a little short, and going to be fielded at the 10-yard line by Johnson, and he's going to be tackled at the 13, a 3-yard return there on that kickoff return as we look at the Alpha Paving instant replay here. It just bounced over Scott Cope's head, and it went over him. He let it go, and Johnson fielded at the 10 to take it to the 13.
Well, there's 18, so there's DJ Munoz there on the sideline, 18. Just yet to check in. Of course, he was disqualified last week, so maybe just hasn't had an opportunity to get in yet.
Yep, sure.
With the second half, he is dressed, so assuming he's set to play.
2+2 setup here as the handoff goes to Ramirez up the middle, and looks like he's going to get the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10 from the 13. Maybe they give him the 14. I'm not sure. I think it's still going to be the 13 though.
Yeah, I don't see many adjustments kind of happening on the field with anybody, so it looks to be maybe they give him the yard. It looks to be just to the 13. Regardless, like I said, if you're the Chiefs, you just have to call your plays, figure out what works, maybe dig in the playbook a little bit, get a little creative in terms of just what to do.
Yeah, no, agreed wholeheartedly. As they get set here, and another handoff to Ramirez, he's going to get...
Actually, Rios.
That is Rios. I apologize. As he's going to get about the 15 maybe. They're going to say the 14. They're going to give him the 15, 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 from the 15.
Another update for you all back in Wall. They currently lead the Wildcats. Still 27-10. That's the same score it was at the half. But they are in the 4th quarter, so I'm assuming probably near the conclusion of that contest.
So we get set here, 2+2 set as another handoff, and only going to get about another 2 yards for Rios, and going to be 4th and 5. 4th and 7.
Yeah, I can. It looks like we're going to see the punt team come on for the Chiefs.
What are you hoping for with 3 straight handoffs like that? You're hoping something breaks? Are you giving in? I mean, surely you're not giving in halfway through the 3rd quarter.
I mean, you would hope not, but a 35-point deficit is definitely one that is very tough to overcome.
But I don't see. But you can't overcome it running the ball.
No, you definitely cannot.
I'm a little confused there as the play calling there, but then again, that's why I'm in here and they're out there, and that's going to be looked like confusion over what was going on there as Rios is going to hit that at the 45. It's going to bounce back to the 40 where it's grounded. Burnet will take over at the 40-yard line of the Chiefs, 1st and 10. Not sure what Rios thought here. It looks like he was stopping, like he thought the play was being whistled dead or something, and then decided to kick.
Yeah. Not the best look if you're the Chiefs or any of the Chiefs faithful in attendance there in Burnet tonight. Nonetheless, the 35-point contest, Burnet has done a fantastic job just with their offensive play calling, able to take advantage of this undersized Chiefs defense as a whole.
Now I'm looking at this Burnet line coming out there, and that line looks big.
Yeah, it's kind of been the story of the Chiefs season.
Someone's gotten some beef there.
So that line facing a lot of big linemen, yeah.
And so bad snap there on the play part of the Bulldogs. Still manages to get the play off, and the pass for about a 15-yard pass to make it a 1st and 10. Looked like that pass was to number,
I believe, 12.
2, Kason O'Hare. First time we've called his name tonight. But do we have a penalty on the flag? Or a penalty on the play?
Penalty on the flag.
I was trying to say the field. We do have an Olivas Restoration and Solar penalty on the play. And so looks like that ball is coming back at least 5 yards. Not sure what the penalty was, but it's going to be 1st and 15 instead of a 1st down at the 25-yard line. So 1st and 15 for the Bulldogs. And a little shift on the line there by the Chiefs, and they get the initial hit, but Coronado is able to keep going and move upfield. I apologize. That may not, is that Coronado or is that number 20? Chris Kasner.
And we do see a Chief down. Play has been stopped. As number 50,
John Aguirre.
John Aguirre?
Aguirre. So while they look at him, we're going to take a break. Stay with us. You're watching
San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football here on Concho Sports Network. We'll be back after this.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Welcome back to San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Coming out of that pseudo timeout, if you will, 2nd and 7. The Bulldogs at the Chiefs' 37-yard line. Gary was able to walk off the field on his own power. Good to know that. Maybe he'll get back in. We'll see what happens. Not sure. Maybe he had a cramp. Not sure what's going on there. But another bad snap by the Chiefs, as he's going to get run out by Monreal and Paez, and he's able to get out of the pocket, throw that ball away.
That was actually a bad snap by the Bulldogs.
Sorry.
It looks like we're stopping clock.
But that's back-to-back bad. That's two bad snaps in this drive by the Bulldogs.
That's actually a different quarterback in the game. Charles Edwards was the one taking the snap there. So it looks like the Bulldogs are kind of taking it away and letting some of the backups in.
Was there another flag on the field?
It did not look like. I just saw a ref running and waving his arms.
But he had a flag in his hand.
It doesn't look like it.
There is a flag. But that looks like maybe a declined penalty. Yeah, because it was 2nd and 7. Chiefs declined the penalty, whatever it was, for 3rd and 7 from the 37. And the quarterback's going to roll. Looks like maybe a short pass, incomplete pass, going to make it 4th and 7. I couldn't see a number on the quarterback to see if Murray was back in, but it is going to be 4th and 7 either way.
Yeah, that quarterback is still number 1, Charles Edwards, for the Bulldogs. And it looks like we are going to have a punt.
Well, 12 is Rhett Murray, the original quarterback. So maybe maybe this is 4-down territory for Burnet. I'm not sure.
Maybe. Yeah, it looks like.
As Murray's back in at quarterback. And so 4th and 7 here, and they're going to go for it, and he's going to throw the ball, but it's going to be incomplete. Turnover on downs for the Chiefs. That's going to give them the ball 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Yeah, you know what? Fantastic job. It basically was a rollout to the right to a basic flood concept, and able to – Burnet had a man open. They're just not the best pass, not the best attempt at a catch, and, it falls incomplete.
Looked like they had 2 guys open, and just – looked like a bad throw, really. Not a great throw to get it to where he wanted it, in my opinion. So 1st and 10, 37-yard line for the Chiefs, and a little bit better, best starting field position they've had. So I'd like to see them make something of it, 2+2 set. And they're going to go out to Francisco Ramirez on a little swing, and he's going to get across the 50, across the 40, the 30, out of bounds, at about the 20, somewhere around the 25-yard line. And let's see this in the Alpha Paving instant replay here.
We talked about getting the ball to your playmakers, and they did a fantastic job doing it there. Ramirez just coming in on a little bit of a mini tunnel screen. He didn't come in as far as a usual tunnel screen goes for the Chiefs, but came in a little bit, made that play.
1st and 10, 25-yard line. And they're going to, looks like they hand the ball off to Rios maybe, as he's going to Bull across the 25-yard line to about the 21. Going to make it about, so they're going to say the 22, 2nd and 7 from the 22-yard line.
Hey, you know what? 3-yard carry never hurts anybody. Keep
Never hurts, except the guy getting tackled. So we're going to get set. Rios in the backfield again. Now Alviso goes across the middle, hits Ramirez again. I'm waiting for the signal. Did they say down at the 1?
They do call him short, the referee on the far
I was
sideline.
wondering if they were going to call him short at the 1-yard line. Looked like he might have been. Couldn't tell if he was short or if he rolled over the defender, get into the end zone. Glad I didn't start yelling. And they're going to say half-yard line. 1st and goal from the half-yard line. Another great play by Ramirez there as Alviso's back in the shotgun here. And they're going to send Whitfield in motion. Rios is going to get thrown around.
Yeah, he is going to lose yardage there.
He's going to get thrown around and spin around in a circle 3 times before they got him down.
Indeed. And the final score to report to you as the 7th-ranked Wall Hawks defeat the Idalou Wildcats 33-10 over in Wall. So congratulations to them on the victory.
2nd and goal for the Chiefs here from the 3-yard line now, as that was a loss of 2 by Rios. I'd like to see a little hole open up, something here, as Alviso is going to pass to his right-hand side. And the question is, did he catch it? I'm not seeing a signal. Touchdown, Chiefs! Ramirez, 3-yard pass from Alviso, makes the catch. Took a little while for get a signal in. No one wanted to call it. I thought he had it, but I didn't want to assume of everything else that's happened in this game.
Yeah, you know, but hey, fantastic little pitch and catch, and great job to be able to maintain possession.
2nd touchdown reception by Ramirez tonight.
Yep.
So pending the Dick's Key Shop extra point, currently 42-13. As we await the Dick's Key Shop extra point here, the ball's down, kick is up, and it's good. 42-14. 1 minute, 45 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter for the Chiefs.
Yeah, you know what? Excellent job. Of course, this drive really boosted by the tunnel screen by Ramirez, able to kind of go a pretty far away with it. And, of course, great job just be able to execute in the red zone. Of course, you've had struggles with it all day long, and you finally kind of overcome those here.
Yeah, and good catch with a lot of pressure on top of him. Good to make that catch, kind of sliding into the catch a little bit. A lot of pressure, defenders pressing down on you. Make a good catch. Good play by Ramirez there.
Yep, so now it falls to your defense. Can your defense get another stop? You force your first turnover on downs, last drive for the Bulldogs.
And really the first drive you stopped all night.
Yeah, for sure.
Mean, you could say they stopped the one drive on the interception, except that you had a fumble there, and
yeah,
that was unfortunate. But you really did. That was a true good stop there, 3 and out for actually in this case a 4 and out because they stopped them 4 times. There. Now let's be honest. That one of those was a benefit of a penalty on the play, 5-yard penalty of sorts, probably an illegal motion or something like that. I'm not sure, but either way, it made it 1st and 15, and then the Bulldogs never really recovered there. From that, and 2 bad snaps.
Yep.
So kind of look at it and say the Bulldogs kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit on that previous series, but the Chiefs took advantage.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. But, of course, we don't have a cushion as big as they do currently. You can kind of take those risks. But it looks like I wouldn't be surprised if you see the split kick, maybe a little onside action.
You know what? It's worked a couple times this season. Why not? I mean, what do you got to lose at this point? And that's what it is. And number 52 of the Bulldogs there, Colt Johnson, immediately hits the ground. He's like, he wants no part of that. They've seen game film on that. They knew what was coming. But the Bulldogs will take over at their own 47.5, 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, you know what? Just a lot of things we're going to see here. Probably just maybe a little conservative play calling just to be able to try to keep the basics, really hammer those in here.
Trying to see the number on this quarterback, if it's 1 or 12. It looks like it might be 1, Charles Edwards. And so they're going to hand off up the middle, and it is 1. And the run on the play is going to gain maybe a yard.
If even that. I mean,
I thought he might have gotten the yard. They're going to say it looks like, line of scrimmage with no gain. So, yeah, no gain, 2nd and 10 on that running play. The running back, number 20 on the play, Chris Kasner, as it looks like maybe we're getting some second-team reps in here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and of course, you're seeing them kind of take their time with the clock. Obviously, we have a little over a minute to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's what you do if you're leading like this. And so they're going to get set. Second snap of this series, 2nd and 10. A little jet sweep play across to number 14. He's going to turn up, get across the 50, and be taken down by Monreal after a gain of about 5 yards. And that is number 14, Cohen Jorplin. And going to be 3rd and 5. They're going to say 3rd and 6 on the scoreboard. Really, it's 3rd and 5 from the 47-yard line of the Chiefs. Big stop here. You can get a chance to get the ball back going into the fourth quarter. Let's see the play call here. But again, we know this is 4-down territory too, possibly.
Yeah.
For the Bulldogs.
Most definitely could be.
So we get set here with Edwards back in the shotgun with Kasner on he hands off to Kasner, and Monreal and Luna and Paez all in on the stop there as he gains about 2 yards, 4th and 3, and the offense is not coming off the field.
No, but it's there. We are going to go to the fourth quarter here.
So there we go. Stay with us. This is the fourth quarter. We'll come back here in just a moment for the money quarter. You're watching San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, provided by First Community Federal Credit Union.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Dear San Angelo, we share the belief that expectations are meant to be exceeded.
You think a pat on the back and trust should be earned.
You admire those who always do their best and bring out the best in others.
You believe we should always help our neighbor.
You have a history of embracing excellence and professionalism.
You feel the way we treat each other reflects our community's character.
We are proud to say, San Angelo, you are our hometown.
Pain is never planned and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers.
Welcome back to San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Federal Credit Union. We get set 4th and 3 here, 4-down territory here for the Bulldogs as they get set, and they're going to try to run it themselves, and they're going to get the first down on that little wildcat play, and it's going to be a touchdown by number 88, Brian Johnson, the sophomore, listed as a quarterback on offense as he takes the ball the entire way down the field.
Yeah, I mean, obviously just great running by the Bulldogs, but also just like, if you're Johnson, you can't give up on that play. Like, you just can't. That's Concho Johnson, 21 there on the back end, chasing down the quarterback, and you can't give up on that play.
48-14 pending the Dick's Key Shop extra point here. Ball's down, kick is up, looks good for us, and it is 49-14.
So now the Bulldogs have tied their season high in points scored this year, while the Chiefs did escape their season low, but
I think 14 still might. No, 13 was
13 was season low against Lubbock.
You're right.
So right now we wait for the Schertz Landscaping kickoff, but while we do, I think it's a fantastic time to go ahead and let you know about Mitchell Automotive Group. Hey, Chiefs fans, we want to let you know that if you're in the market for a new car or truck, to go see the folks at Mitchell Automotive Group. That is Mitchell Toyota on Knickerbocker Road and Mitchell Buick GMC on Sherwood Way. And of course, for the reminder, you can always follow us, Concho Sports, on social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter/X, to be able to stay up to date with all Concho Valley sports. Of course, we do not only just this, we do cover Los Angeles Central and Wall during the football season
tonight.
Exactly. And of course, during the basketball season, just around the corner, in due time, we will be covering some of the schools in the San Angelo region. So hopefully, hopefully we get more of that.
And basketball, it's not my sport. I don't understand the game enough, well enough, because I never played it growing up. It just wasn't something I was interested in.
Yeah, I actually had the privilege to be able to call Central playoff game last year. So that was pretty cool, being able to follow that and call them to a victory. And I was lucky enough to get some good praise despite being my first ever basketball call. So that was actually pretty cool.
Here's the Schurz Landscape kickoff as it's going to bounce at the 20, and it's going to be taken across the 25 and down at about the 29-yard line by Kentrell Johnson, about a return of about 9 yards. It's a really weird bounce, honestly.
Yeah, but I mean, it was still a great job by him to be able to
Johnson coming
pick
up holding his side. Not sure what that's about.
Could be a hit,
Yeah, might have taken a weird hit. Not sure. But either way, let's see what we got here. Looking at the offense of the Chiefs getting ready to line up. Alviso trying to get the call in. He's got Francisco Ramirez all the way on the other end. Over here we've got Esparza and
Brandon White. Rios in the backfield.
And Alviso's going to roll out to his right. He's going to take it himself across the 30 to about the 34 and lands on the head of one of the Bulldog defenders there.
This is one of those plays where, like, you see that the defense is committed to you. You did have a little flare from Esparza coming in on the bubble route, so you could have easily just dumped it off to him and let him go from there, because taking a hit like that, especially when the team is very thin at quarterback nowadays, you got to be careful there.
They're going to give him 5 yards, 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line. Now, Alviso, the 2+2 with Rios in the backfield. And he goes to hit Whitfield, throws it a little bit too far out of Whitfield's reach, going to be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, you know what? It's not a bad decision to be able to try to get it out there to Whitfield, but just simply overthrew him. It's all there is to it.
My problem with that play call there is just simply it's not enough yardage. It actually didn't look like it was going to go for but maybe 1 or 2 yards, and that's a long way to run for 1 or 2 yards.
It is, but, I mean, positive yards are better than no yards. So.
I agree. 3rd and 5 here as Alviso hands off to Rios, who gets across the 35, and the ball is on the ground, and it's a fumble, and I don't know who's got this ball.
Bodies everywhere.
Looks like Esparza is going to come out with the ball, and it might be a 4th and 1, maybe a 1st down. I mean, they're going to say
they do call 4th and 1. He saw a little shrug from the referees there. He was like, well, he came out with it, so I guess it's theirs.
Yeah, there was a fight for it, that's for sure. But 4th and 1 here, and the Bulldogs the Chiefs are going to go for it as the Bulldogs look a little confused on the defensive side. And I almost wonder if the Chiefs are going to try and draw an offsides here. I mean, that's a typical 4th down play like that. And they're going to hand the ball off to Rios, who is going to get a 1st down.
Yeah, I believe he was pretty close to it, so great job.
There it is.
Motion.
Yeah, I thought he had it. It didn't look like any doubt to me. And I'm going to give an A for effort here to Rios, because he hit that line of scrimmage, didn't look like he was going to get the 1st down, and then he spun and pedaled backwards to get the 1st down and get that extra yard. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line.
And partner, a little update here on the offensive line. Of course, we were talking about some snap issues with the Chiefs. And of course they've actually switched centers. We'll get you that here in a moment. There.
Alviso takes the ball himself, going to go, and looks like he might get a 1st down. Depends on where they mark him out. They're going to mark him out a yard short of the 1st down. Looking at the instant replay here by Alpha Paving, as he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs it up, gets across the 40, 45, and goes out of bounds right before the 50-yard line, being the marker to make.
Yeah, so a little update on the offensive line. Connor Williams, fit number 51, he started as a right tackle in this game. Actually got shifted to center. Okay. So he is the new center currently.
So the handoff to Rios, as Rios is going to try to gain the far. He might have it here. Depends on where they mark it. It's going to be close. A little bit of an awkward fall there for 53, Misael Rodello. They're going to say it's like a 3rd and half a yard to go here at the 49.5-yard line, the 50-yard line being the mark to make as we get set here for 3rd and 1 officially. And ball on the ground, bad transfer, looking at the handoff to Rios. from Alviso. Bad transfer, but going to be a loss. Going to be a loss of about 3 yards. Going to make it 4th and 4. You got to be 4 down territory.
Yeah,
you go for it. Why not?
Yeah, there's 4 down territory. You know, you want to be able to. There's a play there somewhere for a short gain.
And so get set for 4th and 4. And Alviso goes out to, looks like maybe Braylon White there at the receiving position. Gets the first down at about the 47-yard line. So 1st and 10.
And nice little short curl out there and just worked to perfection. White's able to there to make the catch and get hit immediately, but fantastic job by White.
Looked like he might have even gotten hit early. But either way, 1st down. And so we get set here again, and another high snap as Rios is going to take the ball up about maybe a yard, maybe the line of scrimmage, 0. I'm not sure. They're going to give him the line of scrimmage, and so 2nd and 10.
Yep, you know, it's just one of those things where you just got to kind of, like I said, keep rolling what you got. You're having success here.
Kind of curious if Ramirez is hurt or what's going on there. We're seeing a heavy dose of Rios as Alviso steps back into the pocket, puts the ball downfield, and I have no idea what happened.
I'm guessing an incomplete pass. Jinx.
Yeah, that's my guess. Couldn't really. That's okay. It's okay. 3rd and 10. 47-yard line, 4 down territory, I'm sure. Get half of it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, get some sort of positive yardage here to make your 4th down more manageable.
Keep being positive. So we get set, and Alviso is going to roll out to his right again, but he is going to be sacked.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines in special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood pharmacy, where some things have changed with the times, but the best things never will. Medical Arts Pharmacy.
Welcome back to San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Coming out of the time, well, I say coming out of the timeout. They're just now coming out of the timeout here. 4th and 14. The joke I made to one of the producers. They're talking about that trick play they're going to set up here.
We will see 4th and 14. Maybe you got one in your bag.
So there's the snap, and Alviso puts the ball downfield, and it's caught, but I don't know. I see some signaling for 1st down. I see the chains. To me, it looks like it's not enough.
It looks like it may have been incomplete. It's
a complete pass, but it wasn't enough. He needed 14. Looks like they got 12.
Oh, well.
And so that's going to be a turnover on downs. Burnet's going to have the ball at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well,
7:53 to go here in this game tonight, and honestly, just not a lot has gone right on the part of the Chiefs. And I'll say this: look, you had a game like this against Lubbock. Burnet does not look to be as good as Lubbock is.
No, not at all, not one bit. It's
So just a lot of ball bouncing the wrong way as Burnet gonna do a little swing pass out to their running back there. And Luna trying to chase him down, unable to get to him. He's still running, and he's going to keep going, and he's still running. And 61 yards later, it's going to be a touchdown, 55-14, pending the – oh, wait a minute. We got a flag on the field, and the coach for Burnet is hot. I'm not sure what it was. Must have been holding, I'm guessing. Oh, gosh, yes, there was holding. There was, like, holding by every offensive lineman.
Yeah, well,
I mean, with that kind of holding, I think I could have run it for a touchdown 61 yards down the field. And I'm slow, Chad. That's got to be a holding.
Yeah,
play.
coming all the way back.
That is a 71-yard penalty right there.
Yeah, 71-yard -6, yeah.
I mean, well, I guess because it's going to be 1st and 4, I guess it was 61 -6. It's a 55-yard penalty in the end and -6 points. As it's going to be 1st and 4, or 1st and 3, it looks like, after the penalty's assessed for the Bulldogs. And so another handoff and immediately hitting the backfield. Looks like maybe Luna got back there. No, I can't tell who that was that got back there. But Paez finished it off there on the tackle as they got immediately into the backfield. It was 59, Raylan Roman, that got back there and immediately finished off by Paez in the end. Great tackle for a loss there as it's now 2nd and 4 from the 45. Well, also 1 yard on that play. As the Bulldogs get set again, extra protection in the backfield, handoff again. He's going to get the first down. New running back in the game. We'll get you that name here in just a second as he's knocked out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. That running back is number 15, Peyton Lopez, actually listed as a junior tight end for the Bulldogs. We got an 88 receiver number playing quarterback, and we got a listed tight end playing running back, and guess we're just trying things out.
I mean, yeah, the cushion that you do, it doesn't does not hurt at all.
1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. The Bulldogs are going to continue this drive with Edwards at the quarterback position as they hand off again to Lopez, and he's going to hit a hole in the middle and then get taken down by 5. That is Scott Copes. And did I see a flag fly?
Did you? I don't know.
I
did
thought
not see one.
Maybe I just saw things. I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's been a long day.
It's been a long
flags.
game. A lot of flags. That's true. Our sponsors, Olivas Restoration and Solar, definitely getting their money's worth here
Oh,
tonight.
they certainly are.
1st and 10, though, from the 17 as they enter the Angelo MRI red zone there for the Bulldogs. And so they're going to get set. 1st and 10 from the 17. Low snap. Handoff to 15. I already forgot the name. Doggone it. Lopez. And he still makes a play out of it. Gets to the 10-yard line. Still gains 7 on the play. 2nd and 3.
Yeah, making something out of nothing there. So
and there was a lot of nothing to make out of that. And because that snap was on the ground, and we've seen a few of ours do that. But that's like the 3rd bad snap by this new snapper in there for the Bulldogs.
Indeed.
So 2nd and 3, the play set for the Bulldogs. And they get set, and of course another handoff. You're going to get a heavy dose of handoffs. He's going to get inside the 5-yard line before he's stopped by a host of. They're going to let him keep playing. Oh, they finally stopped him. I was like, they're going to keep letting him play through this and just let him keep pushing, but it's going to be down at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal from the 3. I mean, you expect to see handoff after handoff after handoff on the part of the Bulldogs. If you're the Chiefs, you know it's coming.
Stack the box.
Stack the box. I mean, they're trying to run clock. So they're not going to try anything fancy. They're putting extra blockers in the backfield. They're showing you, hey, we're going to run the ball. And so 1st and goal from the 3 here. Another handoff. And he's going to be brought down, and we're going to have a flag on a horse collar tackle.
Either horse collar or hands to the face, because that stiff arm
was
close
be a hands to the face on
that
offense.
face mask.
Let's see, as the handoff was to Lopez. Let's see if we can. We might have an offensive penalty here. I'm not sure. Let's see what they call.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
But it was on the offense.
Any more reason, leave us roofing and restoration, solar, all this other fun stuff. You got your money's worth today.
First and goal from the 1 now, 1.5. Stack the box. They're going to try and run it left to right on you to try and get around the end. But I say stack the box anyway as they get set. They're going to go up the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown there, and that's going to make it 55-14 pending the extra point. But we got a flag on the play.
Do we?
A leadless restoration and solar flag.
I didn't see one. Oh.
They may be
our production crew
put it up a little late. That's okay. It happens. Either way, we're going to have another Dick's Key Shop extra point attempt here. And so pending the extra point, it is currently 55-14. With 4:36 to go here in the game. I'd like to see if the Chiefs just come out and run the clock out. Oh, the extra point is not. It's not going to go for 1, but it is going to go for 2 on a botched play. So 57-14. I just
like they needed more things to go their way right now.
Here's the deal. 57-14 is not a true testament to say that Burnet is that much better than the Chiefs.
Okay.
You've had so many things go against the Chiefs. You had a touchdown that should have gone. I mean, I don't know what was on the field. I don't know what was seen, and I understand that. But it sure looked like he got in there twice.
Yeah.
You've had your snap, your center to start. Your starting center has missed like 7 snaps.
Yeah.
To cause problems, and 2 of them went for fumble turnovers.
Yeah.
You had some bad luck on an interception that got fumbled and stripped. You've just had you have a turnover that we know was a turnover after replay, that it wasn't seen as a turnover on the field, and and they end up scoring on that drive.
Yeah.
You have just so many things that have gone, and I'm not saying the officiating crew's done a terrible job.
I think it's what you think, kid. No,
I don't want to sound like I'm saying the officiating crew's just done a terrible job, but there have been things that appear to have been missed a few times. This game could be a couple 28 points for the Chiefs and maybe 43 points for Burnet.
Yeah, I mean,
there's just a lot of things that could have gone either way as we get the Schurz Landscape kickoff here, and we're going to be returned from the 18 across the 25. It's not Johnson. I'm sorry. No, it is Johnson.
Yep, Johnson.
On the return, about the 27-yard line.
As we await for the team offense to take the field, we do have some final scores for you from games of interest. Big Spring falls to Fort Stockton 44-20. TLCA, the game does conclude with Grape Creek 74-zip. They did have a running clock in the second half. As we do have a Bulldog down on the field. And keeping the score updates going, Andrews falls to Estacado and actually fell apart pretty quickly at the second half, 42-22. So that second half score did not the halftime score did not do them much justice in the second half. Pecos, the suffering does end for Pecos, falling to Monaghan 62-6. And then Lubbock Christian does defeat Brownfield 54-zip. So a bunch of final scores. I don't see a lot of the games of interest. Looks of course, like teams that
the entire district is going to lose this.
Yeah.
And the next team we play, and interesting.
As we are back here, it's going to be a snap to Avizo, handoff up the middle. Assuming lead to Rios has been the last couple of drives, and of course a herd of Bulldogs able to make the stop there on first down. Looks like they're going to call it a gain of 2.
Yeah. And we apologize. Looks like we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty there with the camera at the field.
Smooth and then it'll catch.
But we're going to call it the best we can see it, folks. Right now it's 2nd and 10 as they're going to give it a gain of 0.
Yeah, stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's a gain of 0. So 2nd and 10 here from the 28-yard line. Alviso gets set. He goes over to his left and hits Francisco Ramirez. I saw that one clear as day. Going to be a gain of about 6 or 7 yards. Probably going to be 3rd and 3-ish.
Ish. Is it?
Ish. Yeah, about 3rd and 3 or so. 3rd and 2.
As you do see, checking back in is R.J. Ruiz. But it looks like he's going to be at the guard spot instead of being a center.
Okay, so 3rd and 2 here as they get set, 2 plus 2. And handoff to Rios up the middle, and he's not going to get the first down. But he looks like he might get half of it. 4th and 1. 30. Oh, they say he got the first down. I did not think he got through there, but I'll take it. 1st and 10.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, and I'll tell you this: the Chiefs looked like thought he got the first down. So, I mean, it just goes to show these camera angles, you can't always tell when you're remote like this. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line for the Chiefs as they get set here. And another set. Bad snap again. And Alviso tries to make something of it, but he's going to be taken down for a loss. Looks like about a loss of 9 yards or so. As this snap is just way off, not even at Alviso. A loss of 8, 2nd and 18 from the 29-yard line. Alviso cannot be happy with that. A lot of problems with the snaps tonight.
Yeah, on both
and I'm not
sides,
sure how
really.
you fix that.
And honestly,
just repetition.
it's repetition. So you just got to get your reps in and just batter them in the long run.
Alviso steps back, goes down the field, and intended for Christian Esparza, but is a little overthrown, it looks like, and going to be 3rd and 18.
Parcel's tipped away. Fantastic job in coverage by number 3
There might have been a
for the
tip on
Bulldogs.
the ball as well. Yeah, maybe a little bit of a tip on the ball. Probably a little bit overthrown. Either way, it's incomplete. 3rd and 18 here at the 29. And we'll see what happens here. Get that yardage back. Get as much of it back as you can. You don't have an 18-yard play. And so Alviso steps back. He's going to go down the field, hits Braylon White as Braylon cuts back across, and he's going to get the first down. But the ball is on the ground. Looks like Esparza might have it. They're saying, they're going to say the Bulldogs have it. That is the 6th fumble tonight.
White looked down. I'm just going to be straight up about it. He looked down. Now I don't know how you don't see that. He looks down.
And
his bottom hits the floor, and the ball's not even in view yet. That should be down.
Looks like it could have been a down. He should have been called down. Looks like it could have been a fumble. It was really close. If we have NFL replay, we might could see it, but we don't have that.
I mean, I don't think I need NFL replay. It looked like that we got the read right there. It looked bottoms of the ground.
And it looked pretty close. You might actually be right. I can't tell for sure. It wasn't as clear cut as it was with Burnet's play. It was not as clear cut as that, but it was close. Looked like his knee might have been down. I'm not 100% certain, but either way, they've called it Burnet's ball, and so Burnet's going to run the ball up the middle. They're going to get about. Looks like about 6. I can't tell. Looked like about 6 yards, and 2nd and 4, 6 yards. And 1:38 to go. Folks, this game is likely to end right here, 57-14, barring some big run by Burnet. We got a defensive substitution there, 60, Sebastian Heredia coming in for Raylan Roman here on that left end there for the Chiefs. And going with a good 4-man front up here right now as they get set. Surely there's another pass. Got to tackle that. You got to wrap up, and you got to make that tackle when you wrap up like that. But number 60 comes from all the way around that left end, Heredia, and chases down Lopez there. Watch this as he comes here.
Excellent
on this
effort
replay.
by the big man.
Luna trying to get him down and can't quite get him down. And then all of a sudden, Heredia just chases him down. It ends up being a first down.
By the big man.
52 seconds to go and counting here as he took him down inbounds. Yeah, this should be easy. Couple knees in the game. Your quarterback is getting way back, like that's exactly what they're going to do. And this should end the game right here, 57-14. Chiefs are going to fall to 1-5. The Bulldogs will move to 4-2 on the season. But not all hope is lost here, folks. We have Brownfield coming to town next week for homecoming for the Lakeview Chiefs. What do you think?
You know what? It's just
tough game.
a tough game. I mean, Burnet just had your way with you. That's all it was to it. Like, sure, you can argue that the score maybe shouldn't be as bad of a difference, but like, there's moments that make this game closer, but nothing that says you should have won this ball game. And obviously, final score shows it. Obviously, 57-14. You have to be able to take advantage of whenever the mistakes when the ball bounces your way, and the Chiefs just couldn't do it most of the time. And then there was obviously the times where the ball bounced the other way, and obviously like they could do much to limit or stop those.
You know, I look at this and I say a 21-point swing, 21 points, 36-35, you still lose the game on a 21-point swing.
Yeah.
And there weren't 21 points here for the Chiefs.
No. There was maybe like 10.
10, maybe a 14-point.
Yeah,
if you get something, you get something.
I mean, like I say, it could be argued the 2 quarterback rushes. There's 7 because we thought he got in. And then, of course, they responded by scoring on that drive. So, sure, 7-point swing there.
I'll give you a 14-point. You still lose the game by 8 at least.
Yeah, but regardless, there's a lot that the team has to go back to. There are still issues with fundamentals, tackling. You are losing the size game here.
You are.
You are being out.
No matter how you look at it.
We are, it's just what it is, But we will wrap up the show here in a moment as the teams are on the field to do their alma maters, respective ones, of course. But we will step aside for this moment. You are watching San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs football presented by Concho Sports, or on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We'll be back after this.
When having a truck is essential, you should drive a Tundra from Mitchell Toyota. A Toyota Tundra is a formidable combination of power, space, and technology. Plus, it's a great-looking truck. Mitchell Toyota, where we put the deal back in dealership.
Would you like a time-lapse of your construction project? Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services. Need to check your roof for hail damage but don't want to climb up that rickety ladder? Perhaps you're selling property. We also cover sports and weddings. Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services. San Angelo, it's time to invest in your home and protect your future. Olivas Restoration and Solar, your trusted partner in roofing, solar, insulation, and fencing. Call Olivas Restoration and Solar today for your free consultation.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
Welcome to the Pixelcast Media postgame show. The Lakeview Chiefs fall to the Burnet Bulldogs by a score of 57-14.
Probably going to be our fastest postgame show of the year.
No, basically, there's not like you can say. My partner right here, of course, Zach Carlock. I'm Chad Miller. We just talked about it during the break. You can if, ands, what ifs, but all this.
What ifs, ands, but you can kill this game any way, which you can slice this game any which way you want it. The best you get's a 14-point swing. You still lose the game by 10 points.
Yeah.
It doesn't do you any good to if and or but this game. You got to go back to the drawing board.
Yep. Yeah, and that's what the Chiefs have to do. And, of course, we look forward to talking to either head coach Hector Guevara, offensive coordinator Tony Cortez, or defensive coordinator Derek Oliver.
Hey, I'll take anybody.
Any of them during the Chief Insider Show, which you can listen to on Monday, live from Shenanigans, or, of course, 8 o'clock here on Concho Sports Network. Whichever works best for all of you. Of course, we welcome all viewers to come watch us.
Come out and watch us live.
At Shenanigans, excuse me, my guys don't have English now. But one last thing, of course, next week, homecoming for the Chiefs as they welcome in Brownfield, who did get shut out tonight. So maybe there's some sort of positivity there. But, of course, we'll discuss that on Monday.
Yes.
Of course, homecoming next Friday, October 11th. That will be a 7 o'clock kickoff. And, of course, we will be here, about 6:40-ish. Regardless, nonetheless, that's going to do it here for tonight's ball game. For my partner, Zach Carlock, and all the great production crew, thank y'all so much for everything you do. And, of course, thank you, the viewers at home, for watching us and keeping this going. Of course, thank you to our sponsors as well. I grew up watching NASCAR. I got to be able to get everybody in there. Regardless, as always, take care of each other and yourselves. Have a good night.
Good night, folks.